Aloha Gator. Welcome in. I have just received some some terrible news. Stranger Things animated series 2026 on Netflix. It's never gonna end. It's never gonna end. Don't forget, you're here forever. I need to post this to the Discord because this is like the worst news. The worst fucking news I've ever received. Hold on. There we go. Now everyone, do you need some time to process this? We'd understand. Oh god. And it's done in okay, I don't have a problem with the Spider-Verse type of animation. It looks like to be a hybrid of Arcane and Spider-Verse in terms of the animation, which I don't really have a problem with in and of itself, but I've seen a few people kind of describe the Spider-Verse sort of animation style as it's weird because it's not even that widely used and yet it feels overdone. Do you know what I mean? Like Spider-Verse, K-pop Demon Hunters, whatever. It hasn't even been around that long and it feels overdone. Yeah, it makes sense too. Cause I remember I was thinking that not too long ago, I'm surprised they haven't made an animated series. Well, yeah, because it says it's set between seasons 2 and 3 of the main show. I don't even remember what happened after season 2. I think season 3 is where I gave up. So I don't even know what happened between those 2 seasons. But yeah, the ride never ends. The ride never ends. Wait, apparently there was a scrapped Telltale Stranger Things game too. Hold on, let me get on the game screen here. Apparently there was a scrapped Telltale Stranger Things game. Wow. I don't even know what to say about that. D1, welcome in, welcome. Okay. The ride never ends. The ride never ends. The people who made Dispatch are now making a Critical Role game now. I don't know what Dispatch is. Was that a Telltale game? I don't think I played that. Where is Powerwash? There it is. Critical Role. That's that D&D podcast thing, right? Game capture. Here we go. Oh, Doc, hi. Welcome in. Welcome. So, at least I will. Maybe I shouldn't say this because I might fucking jinx myself. I'll knock on wood. It's fine. At least, God willing, hopefully I will be free from the Stranger Things slop factory in Japan. Knock on wood. It was a D&D show run by voice actors. Oh, okay. E Teapot Tea Room. Oh, is this? I didn't finish this, did I? No, I did not. I only know about it because it was recently outed that one of the cast had to file a restraining order on their husband. Oh my god. She doesn't even know about the Family Mart X Stranger Things collab. I will... No. 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 Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh, that's not true. That's not true. Ooh, 3 streak, thank you. Okay, what is dirty here? Is it like in here? Oh, it is in here, okay. Okay, hold on. Oh. One of the actors also filed a harassment claim against another cast member? Really? But they finished filming. All I remember is that, like, some years ago, it was revealed that Finn Wolfhard's manager was, like, kind of a sex pest, I think. But I think that he got another manager or something. I don't freaking know. There's an animated Critical Role? Oh god, there's a animated everything. What's that improv show? That, like, comedy improv show that I see clips of all the time. I want to watch it, but it's behind a payroll. The Legend of Vox Machina. Wait, that's Critical Role? I didn't know that was Critical Role related. I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something. I feel like D&D went from being like a weird nerd thing to like a Quirk Chungus Reddit thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's like normie Quirk Chungus adjacent now. Well, I never liked it to begin with because, yeah, because of Critical Role. Because of Critical Role. Washer equipment, here we go. Which is the one I'm using right now? It's this one. Okay, let's get this. There we go. 3. Oh, that's 4. Oh, there it is. Wait, there it is. And now they're trying to rebrand D&D. Oh yeah, that's right. The the woke D&D. The D&D for wokeoids or whatever the fuck. I don't know. Sir, this second niche hobby has hit mainstream audiences. My favorite is making sure the dungeons have wheelchair access. Yeah, like that's like parody level, right? That's like parody level. I just like I feel like there are so many like other ways you can get around doing it without making it like impact what's happening. Also because like I have friends who play D&D, right? And all of my friends who play like D&D in their groups, they always have some story about some guy, right? It's always some guy who's in their group that they have a story about, or that I keep hearing about. You know, like my friends, like he's told me about his some guy in his D&D group. You know, it's like every time we hang out, he's like, "Oh yeah, you remember so and so I was telling you about last time from my group," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, that guy." There's always that guy, yeah. Ooh, hello, welcome in. Yeah, there's always that guy. We had one in our gaming group. It's not. I feel like it's not a real like D&D group if you don't have that guy. If there's no that guy, then like it's not. It's not, yeah. If you can't identify that guy in your group, then I have bad news for you. Exactly. How did you get up here? I can't punt you, can I? Phew. Okay, where is it still freaking dirty? Or like the a gnome can't get a little quirky with it. Or like stories about like game shops smelling bad. I remember I was with one of my coworkers, and she was telling me about how one of her sons wanted to go to a game shop to play like Magic the Gathering when he was a kid. So she took him to go like, you know, play Magic at like the local game shop or whatever. And I think this was in maybe like the early 2000s or something. Um but I remember she told me like, yeah, I took like one step inside that shop and I had to like leave. It smelled so bad. Like she just like told her son like, yeah, I'll come back in like a few hours and pick you up. She went face first into the aura zone and couldn't handle it. Yeah. There's a stream clip of us playing with that guy, and he said to my friend, I'd like to complicate you. He meant to say compliment. Oh no. Oh god. Classic Foy. I went into a games workshop once, same experience. I have never been into a games workshop. I've been outside of a games workshop because I refused to go inside. One of my friends wanted to go into the games workshop, and I was like, I'll wait out here. And he's like, are you sure? Like, you can come in. Like, it's fine. And I was like, no, that's okay. I would prefer to I would prefer to stand outside. In the even though it's like cold, I would prefer to wait outside. He's just like, okay, like he didn't get it. And I'm just like, I would feel more comfortable just standing outside actually. Oh, right there. Ooh, how am I gonna get that? Oh, there we go. Where is that? Oh, is that here? Oh, this thingy. Oh, right there. Okay. I only go for a chance to bump into Henry Cavill. Oh, is he a Games Workshop frequenter? I did not know that. Where is it dirty? Am I looking at the wrong place? No, I'm looking at the right place. I just don't see where it's dirty. I tried playing in with the group at my local library. Despite it being a multi-purpose room, the smell was awful. God. I just like... You know, I don't really like to generalize people. As in like, oh, you know, like people who are into 40K or D&D are like smelly nerds. But like, it genuinely seems to happen so often that it's like, what is happening? Like, why is this like such a common thing? Why does this keep happening? Like over and I don't understand because like I feel like if I was part of a group that was known for being like smelly and gross, I would do my best to make sure that I am not smelly and gross. Because like, you know, I don't want people to think I'm smelly and gross. Because that's gross. So I don't get it. I genuinely don't understand. Is this like an autism thing? Is this like autistic people don't like taking showers or some shit? Like genuinely, what is this? There's got to be some kind of scientific explanation for this. beyond just like nerd man like doesn't take shower because he's too busy being nerd man and whatever. Like genuinely, there has to be a real explanation. I do my best to make sure I'm even smellier and gross to make up for Alex. No. It's depression too. I mean, that's fair, I guess. Well, let's not call the kettle black here. Seal seems VTuber. It's because they're nose blind. I mean, that's probably true. But like, even if you are nose blind, I feel like you should shower at least every other day. Like, at bare minimum, you should shower every other day. You know, if you can't do every day, okay, I'm not, you know, I get it. But like, at bare minimum, every other day, right? A lot of them pile tons of money into hobbies like 40K as a way to escape depression. I guess so. But it's short-term fix? I guess. Even if they shower, that doesn't mean they wash their clothes. Oh, I mean, well, yeah, that's true. That's fair. Thought about getting into 40K minis only because it seems like it'd be kind of nice to put them together and do the painting. I wouldn't want to actually play it. I feel like there's a lot of people who do that. Like they just buy the minis and they like paint them, but they don't actually like play them, right? I feel like that's not like abnormal. Okay, what's next? Where are you? Down there. Whee! Oh, ew, it's all gross here. It's kind of like Pokemon cards. They collect them, but they have no idea how to play. Yeah. I gotta be honest with you, trading cards, like, give me so much anxiety. Like, whenever I go to, like, a GameStop or something and I see, like, Pokemon cards or whatever, I get anxious. And it's not, like, I'm not interested in, I don't want them. But it's kind of like, the idea of having them is, like, it makes me anxious, and I really can't explain why. I love collecting things, but there is a point where you need to step back. I mean, I always like to say, I'm autistic, I can answer questions. When it comes to collecting things, I feel like if you're gonna collect something, like a lot of something, at least in my personal mindset, it's a good idea to take good care of them so that they will have some kind of resale value. Because if at some point in your life you decide that you want to get rid of all your anime figures or whatever because you're downsizing or just because you're not really into the quintessential quintuplets or whatever the fuck, like you can at least be able to get, you know, some money for it, selling them on eBay or whatever, right? So it's not like you're just throwing them into the garbage. So they'll go to, you know, like I like the idea of like, if there is something that I don't, like I own that I don't really like, it no longer brings me joy. I like the idea of that item going to someone who will treasure it and it will bring joy to, right? Like I like that idea because like throwing stuff away is just kind of like, I mean it's bad, and also it just kind of like sucks, I guess. Am I turned into the type of guy who collects coins? Coins are a good investment. Coins are a good investment. Stamps? I don't know about stamps though. I have a Kamen Rider shelf, but it's figures from seasons I really enjoy. I'm not going for 100%. Yeah, me too. I only get things that, like, I enjoy. Which is why I don't like blind boxes and stuff. Unless, like, it's the rare case where I like all of them. Like, if I want, like, one specific character and I don't get it, I'm gonna be pretty disappointed. Right? I don't want that. I don't want the fucking Gara Naruto Labubu. I want the Itachi one, right? You're missing the third option, you end up on an episode of Hoarders. This is true. This is true. Does that show even still, like, still go on anymore? I mean, I see no reason why not. There's hoarders everywhere. There will always be hoarders, right? And I suppose there is, like, some satisfaction in watching, like, someone just get their life together or whatever. Would you like a Madara 1/10 scale figure? Yes, actually, I would. There's a Madara figure, like a prize figure, that's supposed to have released, I think it was last month. I haven't seen it anywhere, though. So I think I need to put that on my list to go look for. Let's see. Where's my shopping list? Madara. Was it Vibration Stars? I think it was Vibration Stars. Not the one where his, like, hair is all up and shit. The one where he's just, like, standing all, like, chill. I don't like the one where his hair is standing up. That one looks fucking stupid. I'm sorry. That one looks dumb to me. There is also, like, a pencil case. Not a pencil case, like a pencil, like, stand. That's shaped like, fuck, what are they called? Like the statues, you know, in Naruto, the statue of Madara and Hashirama, and, like, you put your pencils in there. That one was kind of cool. These poor teddy bears. I have a friend who owns a big Majima statue. It's the first thing you see when you enter the living room. Oh, is that the, oh god, what was it? Hot Toys or Rocket Toys? There's a few of the big ones. I don't remember who made them. I know there's another viewer I have who also used to own one of them, and they said that there's a part of it that kind of is not very good, like it breaks easily or something. I don't remember which part of it was. But it genuinely surprises me that, like, so many, like, girls are into Gaara. Like, I never got that. I never understood the appeal of Gaara. He doesn't have any fucking eyebrows. I genuinely, like, I don't trust people who don't have eyebrows, straight up. Like, obviously, it's like, okay, when I say that, I don't mean like, oh, you have alopecia, or like you have cancer and your eyebrows fell out. Like, that's different. I mean, people who just, like, willingly shave off their eyebrows, I don't trust people who do that. Or bleach their brows. That's like, that's mental illness. That's mental illness. I don't trust that. That's like, that's like, you know how people have, like, blue hair as their, like, sort of crazy red flag thing? For me, it's like no eyebrows. But Son Goku loses his eyebrows when he reaches Super Saiyan 3. I never really thought about that. Sometimes Goku doesn't have eyebrows. He's a redhead, edgy boy. Of course the girls like it. I mean, I guess. Maybe he had cancer. Maybe he did have cancer in, like, the sand. Because the sand got rid of the cancer. The sand is his chemotherapy. I think. I don't remember what Gaara's whole deal is. Ah, Sazabi, welcome in. Thank you for the posture check. Thank you. You don't like edgy boys? Oh, no, I do. I was a Sasuke fangirl for most of my, you know, childhood. And then I moved on to Itachi. And now I am into Madara. So, yeah. But, like, Gaara's edginess just... You know what? I think it's the lack of eyebrows. I think it's the lack of eyebrows. Like, maybe if he had eyebrows, I would have been into him. But just, like, the fact that he doesn't have eyebrows really just, like, kills the appeal for me. You're so valid. That solves a lot. It's interesting how you can see the progression in her interest. Unfortunately, there is not a lot of merch. Fortunately and unfortunately, there's not a lot of Madara merch. There's way more Itachi merch. I actually do have some. I have like an Itachi hand mirror I got at the Naruto park in Awaji. Actually, I don't. I don't want to go back there in December. It's gonna be fucking cold. Maybe during the summer I'll try and go back. Um, I kept hearing Garo as in the edgy tokusatsu show that was sponsored by Pachinko. Oh, Ocelot Unit. Hi, welcome in, welcome, welcome. Yeah. Oh, we were just talking about that, Suzabi. You're the one who has the Rocket Toys 1/6 scale Madara. Yeah, that because you said like there's like something wrong with it or it's not like properly made. What did you say the problem with it was? It was like something with the base or the stand? Cuz let me see how much it's really stiff. That was it. I think I thought could have sworn I saw someone selling it on Mercari not too long ago. Let me see if it's still there. See what the current price is. Um let's see. For sale. I wish there was a way to like remove Funko Pop from like the search options. Like can I please exclude like Funko from this? Can I please do that? Cuz like the majority of these are for the stupid fucking Funko Pops. His ankles are basically immobile. Just oh, cuz like wait, what is this one? This one is that's not it. I could have sworn like there's someone is selling the SH Figuarts one for $200. Okay. Um Funko Pop, 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 Funko Pop. Ugh. If it's below $400, I might say yes. I have to wade through all these. Was it Premium Bandai? I don't know. What is this one? There's the Mega House. I didn't know there was a Mega House one. Um, Funko Pop Lego. Why are there so many Madara Legos? Did he get like a Lego or something? It's the Madara tag. What? Are these like official Legos or are these are fan-made Legos? Okay, I guess this is like a fan-made Lego. I don't really know why there's Legos. Let's see. This is the oh, that's a repaint. That's not what I'm looking for. Um, is this it? This is the Figuarts Zero Bandai for like $200. No box. Okay. There's the oh, this is also the SH Figuarts. That's also $200. Um, it says exclusive edition. It doesn't seem to be premium Bandai. It just says exclusive edition SH Figuarts. Um, also this is old. This is like not on sale anymore, so exclusive is P Bandai. Oh, okay, okay, then it is. Then it is. Funko Pop, why is Gojo on here? What is this? Oh, this is the Vibration Stars one. I pre-ordered for 70, it went up by 200. Oh my god. There's so many Funko Pops. Melly, hi, welcome, welcome. Oh my god. Funko Pop, Funko Pop, Funko Pop, Funko Pop, Funko Pop. Funko Pop, Funko Pop, Funko Pop, Funko Pop. Funko Slop. Like, you know what I think Funko needs to do at this point? I think Funko should set up like a recycling program where you can send them your Funkos that you no longer want and then they can melt them down to make new Funkos. I think they should do that in to save their business. Your dad has Funko Pops? Oh no. Remember when Funko sold FNAF cereals? I did not know that. Yeah, I think like there should be some kind of like Funko recycling program at this point because like all of these are going to end up in a landfill. In fact, if they haven't like already. There's quite a few of these signed by Neil Kaplan too. That's cool. Um but it's a Funko Pop is a Funko Pop. I don't care who it's signed by. Actually, that's not true. If there was a Hideo Kojima Funko Pop, I would buy it. I would. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sick of looking through these. We're gonna go back to. Oh, it's Larry. Welcome in. Thank you for the stretch legs. Hideo Kojima Nendoroid. A lot did end up in the landfill. This is true. Okay, I'm gonna stretch. Fucking baby Yoda Funko Pop. Labubu. Dubai chocolate. Uh, 6'7". Italian brain rot. Um, I need another meme. I need another meme. What's another meme that the kids are into? Uh, okay, that's one leg down. Back in my day, the funny number was 6'9". That was our funny number back in my day. That was the sex number. Now no one fucking cares. Ah, Hyru, hi, welcome in, welcome, welcome. She's losing it. They shit out a stupid amount a week long trend that they can't sell the rest of them into the burn it pick it goes. Exactly. Yeah, 6'9" has been dethroned by 6'7". What a world. What a world that we live in. For 6'9" to no longer be the funny number. I mean, at least we still got 6'1". New meme, 6'1". 6'1". 6'1". Oh, that's right, Funko Fusion. I was at GameStop the other day and I saw a copy of like Funko Fusion for the Switch. I think it was like $25. Did you see? Oh yeah, fucking Domino's is doing the 6-7 promotion. But it's carry out only. Also, my Domino points expired and I did not use them. So sad. So sad. That's right. You know, I was thinking, like, is it possible to play Boktai on an emulator? Since, from what I understand about that game, the core, like, what is it? Like, the cartridge is sensitive to sunlight, and that impacts things that happen in the game? If you use Game Shark codes, maybe? Perhaps. Did you know that the three-legged shark in Sneaker's Italian brain rot is actually offensive? You know, I remember hearing something about that, and from what I understood, it wasn't like like it wasn't originally like offensive, but like someone made some kind of like AI edit of like the shark thing saying like a slur or whatever. Don't quote me on that. I don't actually know what I'm talking about. I could be wrong though. I owned one. Considering I live in England, you can see where that made the difference difficult for me. No, not like that. Oh, okay. Well, I'd never mind then. I plan to quote her on that. There was actually a point. Like, I did actually have a topic to discuss today. A topic that I did wish to discuss. But I would like to. Oh, here we go. So the tralalero tralala song they use in the background of the meme that has always been part of the meme is actually sacrilegious to Islam. Oh, wait. I thought the. Okay. Yeah, because I thought the background song was like the AI generated edit. Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah, because I thought it's like the source I read said it was like, oh, it wasn't originally like the edit said that. I don't know. I don't keep track of what's going on in the world of Italian brain rot. However, I do have news regarding I don't normally pay attention to news regarding Italian brain rot. However, Italian brain rot is making their US debut at the YouTube Theater in Los Angeles this December. Finally. Wait, didn't they already do in New York? Okay, well, I mean their West Coast debut. So Italian brain rot is coming to Los Angeles next month. I watched a deep dive on Italian brain rot because I have mental illnesses. All I know is that Final Fantasy VII's Tifa Lockhart is part of the Italian Senate. Sure, why not? Why not? Yeah, I guess so. Okay, but like so I got an email yesterday. Yesterday evening, I received an email in my inbox. And when I took a look at that email, I was filled immediately with a sense of dread. So the email was from Venmo. And Venmo emailed me to let me know that I can now use Venmo at Taco Bell. Forget like recession indicators. That's like a hard confirmation. That is a hard confirmation that we are in a recession. If you can pay for at Taco Bell with Afterpay, we are in a recession. I'm leaving just in time. Like, that was like that was the most ominous news that I have received like all month was now you can pay Venmo at Taco Bell. That was so ominous to me. That was so absolutely ominous to me. And so my little brain got to thinking. And I was kind of thinking about how, you know, a lot of people have been saying that, like, you know, VTubing, like, ever since, like, the big VTuber boom of, like, 2020, things have been, the VTuber boom is over. Like, it's no longer 2020, the VTuber boom is over. And I was thinking about that in terms of, like, economically, financially, I think that is a true statement to say. Because, you know, a lot of the VTubers, like, who were making, like, tons of money during lockdown, like, they're not making that money anymore because we're in a recession, right? Yeah, economically the boom is over. Now we have market saturation. Exactly. Not only that, but now that we are in a recession, people are going to have less and less money to, you know, super chat their Oshis and such. And it kind of got me thinking about how realistically, being a full-time streamer. I'm just gonna use streamer in general, since VTubing does fall under the streamer umbrella, is not like... It's really not economically possible and sustainable. Thank you for the 100 bits, Kyrie. I appreciate that. Like, because if there's one thing that I know about VTubers, is that they are very, very bad with money. They're extremely bad with money. And I've noticed that a lot of, like, people, like whenever you hear someone say that they are a full-time streamer, a full-time content creator, that they basically make a living off of streaming or whatever, you kind of assume, like, oh, well, they must be rich. They must be... God damn it. God damn it. Okay, I think we're back. Are we back? Please type 1 if we're back. Type the number 1 into the chat if we are back, please. 2! Thank you, Kyrie. Much appreciated. Okay. So... Oh, wait, what the hell? Hold on a sec. There we go. There we go. Okay. I think the issue... Okay, I don't know if the issue was with, like, my VPN or the Eero. Because I did just check the Eero and it says there's a software update available. But I was having an issue with my VPN earlier today, where it just kind of like something was happening. So I disconnected from it. So maybe that'll fix it? What VPN? Molvod. I'm on Molvod. And I've been having some issues with Molvod recently. No, fuck NordVPN. Fuck NordVPN. But yeah, very interesting how like that happened as soon as I started talking economics. Very interesting, the timing on that. Could just be Twitch being asked because it happened on several streams I watched today. Maybe. Well, it was going off in my OBS too. I don't know. What the fuck was that? Oh, this thing is moving. Do you use a VPN made by mole people? Actually, yes. Yes, it is made by mole people. Did Twitch have employees who were anti-VTuber? Apparently that guy got fired. I don't really know what the details on that are. I just heard, like, oh, that guy got fired or whatever. Well, he didn't get fired. He got laid off. Or maybe he got fired. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, no, same here, Aloha Gator. Like, like, if I don't connect to the right location, it will eat my messages. It drives me bananas. It was a layoff because they're replacing it with an AI. Yeah. Oh. Brother, I found out that after 2 days, most of my messages were not sending. Oh, no. Yeah, I remember there's this one time where I was, like, chatting on, like, a VTuber's stream, and she wasn't reading any of my messages, and I got, like, I was kind of like, is she ignoring me on purpose? Like, what the fuck? Like, I got like mad and I left because I thought she was like ignoring me. And then like later I was like, oh, it was my VPN that was eating all my messages. Because I was like, I was being nice and I was trying to like, converse or whatever and like, like comment on what she's doing and like, try to talk, right? And I was like, she's ignoring me. That's fucking rude. And then it's like, oh no, my messages didn't go through. It was the guy who came up with the fraud system. Oh, that's right. That happened to me, but my friend's chat was broken. Yeah, so whenever like now I know that if my messages aren't appearing, like if there is a chat box on the screen, like on the VTuber stream, on the streamer stream, if there's a chat box on the stream, in my messages are not appearing in the stream chat box, then I know it was eaten by the VPN ate my messages. Twitch still has it out for VTubers. Yeah, it seems that way. Anyway, I want to go back to talking about money before, like, I get killed again by the shadow government. But what I was saying is that, generally speaking, I've noticed that when you hear that someone is a full-time streamer, full-time content creator, whatever, the assumption is that they are making, like, fuck you money, right? They're making, like, PewDiePie levels of money. When more often than not, like, that's not the case. Especially for, like, VTubers who are really, really bad with money in general. Like, what I'll see happen is, like, there'll be a VTuber who's, like, they're a full-time streamer or whatever, or, like, their job, like, streaming is literally their job. And they'll post, like, oh, haha, look, I got the new $400 life-size Pokemon plush from the Pokemon Center. Like, they show that kind of shit off. And the assumption is like, oh, well, if they have enough money to spend it on these stupid things, then they must be making a lot of money. Well, the thing is that more often than not, they're not, like... like, they bought the stupid thing instead of actually, like, putting it in a savings account or paying their rent or paying their bills, that kind of thing. It's not like they have all of their basic needs covered, so they're spending their excess money on a fun toy. It's they actually don't know how to manage their money, and they're wasting it on these types of things. And there are definitely very, very like top 0.001% streamers who actually do have their basic needs covered and are spending their excess on stupid things. But I've definitely noticed that, like, I'll see, like, I've definitely seen more than a few full-time streamer types that will be like, oh, I bought this thing, it's really expensive. And then, like, a few weeks or a few months later, they'll be talking about how, like, hey, so I'm getting evicted, or I have this huge medical bill, or, like, my car broke down and I don't have enough money to get it fixed, right? Yeah, exactly. I can afford a new I can afford a new outfit. I don't have enough for rent. Because if there's one thing that women are really, really good at, it's it's tricking people. It's tricking other people into thinking that they have a lot of money. That is something that women are really, really, really good at. I'm leaving that with auto mod Aloha Gator. Just because of that. And it's because, like, and if you can kind of, once you figure out how to tell, it's very easy to tell, 10 sets of wasting husband's income meme. Exactly. I got a friend who literally buys 2 to 3 Starbucks drinks a day and DoorDashes daily, and he's so much debt he's asking yeah, for like 10K loans. Exactly. You know what, Aloha Gator, I will let that one slide because QWQ does not evoke the same level of like rage and anger inside me as Uwu does. Uwu evokes like an extreme level of rage and anger inside me, but QWQ does not. I think it's because QWQ is more like pathetic. You know? It's more like sad and pathetic. People who have a lot of money do not look like they have a lot of money. Yeah, like Asmongold. Yeah, exactly. Like, the flashier someone's stuff is, the more, like, the more big trips they take, the more it seems like, the more money it seems like they're spending, the more likely it is that they're super fucking broke. Like, you know, I'm not gonna say any names, but I've definitely seen more than a few VTubers who, like, try to crowdfund their vacations, which I think is, I don't think that's acceptable. Or they'll do something like they will raise money specifically for, like, to cover streaming expenses, but not, like, you know, real life expenses. Alex talks from experience because she's established old money. I'm not old money, but I do come from, like, my family is comfortable. Like, I live a comfortable life. I've never had to, you know, really struggle that much for money. I will openly admit that. My family is, I would say, relatively, like, well off. You know, I'm not gonna pretend like I'm not, because that's a fucked up thing to do, right? That's how they have so much they don't spend much. Yeah. Or they'll raise money for a charity boxing match, can take around 70% of it. But it's definitely, you definitely see these types of things happen to people who typically grew up, like, I don't want to say poor, but generally speaking, people who, you know, don't have financial literacy are usually people who didn't grow up with a lot of money, because, like, you know, if you don't have a lot of money, then there's not really a whole lot to think about, right? Because everything needs to go to the essentials. You don't really have to, like, you can't even, like, think about buying a little treat for yourself, because you have to, like, you just, that's it, all you're thinking about. So what happens is that, like, you know, people who don't have any financial literacy, when they come into large amounts of money, they're just kind of like, oh, well, I have money now. Spend, spend, spend. And then they spend it all through. I only afford shit like the pissing all by yourself handsome toilet rug after I meet needs and savings. Yeah, yeah. I do find it hilarious that those two scumbags had to move in with her mom because they couldn't afford their house anymore. Wait, who are you talking about again, Caillou? Are you talking about the YouTubers uh iDubbbz? Is that who you're talking about? I'm financially fine, but I tend to have simple interests. Yeah, yeah. Okay, that is who you're talking about. That is who you're talking about. Yeah. And so I also think that, like, in terms of perspective, there's also a lot of VTuber fans that are from, like, Southeast Asia, Latin America, or just, like, other countries where the dollar goes a long way. So they kind of see, like, all this, like, excessive spending as, like, oh, like, this person is extremely wealthy, which, like, in comparison, yes. But if you break it down, like, no. Does that make sense? But where I'm going with this is basically, I think we're going to see a lot more full-time streamers, full-time VTubers, and content creators either, you know, have to take a step back from making content to actually get a real job, or just stop, like, making content altogether because they can't afford to basically, like, they're not making the same money that they used to be, like, 5 years ago, right? Because, 5 years ago, COVID, everyone was inside, everyone had their stimulus checks, everyone was super chatting, their favorite VTubers or whatnot. Now, people have to use fucking Venmo to buy Taco Bell. No one's got the money to super chat, their Oshis anymore. And so I think there's a lot of content creators who perhaps haven't really they either haven't really thought about this or they never really expected this, right? No one expects a recession except for the people who expect a recession, right? And, if your income is dependent entirely on the income of other people, then you need to start diversifying your what is it? Not your resources, but like your you need to start putting your eggs in other baskets, because things going forward, things are going to get pretty tough for everyone, Hard time putting fries in the bag, exactly. Maybe it's that or content got stagnant, maybe both. Oh yeah, for sure, that's definitely part of it. Definitely both can be true, absolutely. To be honest, I would probably have a lot less money if I wasn't OCD about spending money through the internet. If your income relies entirely on donations, you do not have an income. Exactly. And I feel like there is definitely a lot of streamers in general who kind of like, once they are able to basically pay their rent through streaming, they kind of like there's a difference between like being able to like get by on like paycheck to paycheck on streaming is different than like paycheck to paycheck on an actual like 9 to 5 jobs. Do you get what I'm saying here? It's hard to explain. Like, like if all your needs are being met for doing something that, doesn't really feel like work, I think that's different than like having your financial needs met through doing something that perhaps is less enjoyable. And I think that like psychologically changes the way that you perceive, like, not perceive money, but like perceive the value of money, I guess? Maybe. Well, I know what I'm trying to say, but I don't know how to say it. I know what I'm trying to say. I don't know how to say it. Because I feel like, there's that saying, like, do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life. Kind of like that, I guess. But I feel like there's definitely a lot of streamers out there whose frivolous spending habits are enabled by their audience. And if their audience is no longer able to enable their frivolous spending habits, then they are either going to have to A, stop frivolous spending, or B, get a outside job, right? I know how much I can expect going into my bank account every month. If I need more, I can work more. If you don't know how much you can expect, you have no control over the amount going in. Oh, exactly. You could be super successful and own a nice house. There's still a chance of a hurricane forming. Exactly. Especially because I feel like I've never experienced this before, so I can only like say this with like based on what I imagine would happen. I feel like once you get a large enough, like, direct deposit into your bank account from streaming. Like, you made, like, several $1,000s in 1 month from streaming. That probably feels like maybe perhaps that kind of makes people think that they can expect that sort of thing going forward. I don't know. I don't know. Note, do not use this as advice to work in a candy store, as you will never work, period. Like, I feel like when people start getting, like, receiving large amounts of money, they kind of, you know, when you get a lot of money, you're used to being able to maintain a certain lifestyle, right? And when you are no longer able to maintain that lifestyle and every reality comes crashing down on you, um, it's not good, right? It's not good. So I guess what I've been thinking is that, like, I don't think that being a full-time streamer, content creator, or whatever is really something that is even, like, sustainable anymore. You know, I don't think something like that is really sustainable long term. And I mean, I feel like that's fairly obvious, right? In the long run, like, content creation is not like a sustainable, like, career, I suppose. Because the thing about, like, content creation is that a lot of it comes your success, a lot of it comes down to, you know, knowing the right people, being in the right place at the right time, and just plain old dumb luck. Like, you can't really wake up one day and decide that you're not gonna be you're going to be the next Kai Sinat or whatever. Because realistically, you could work so hard. You could work so hard, you could bust your ass networking, and no one will give you the time of day, right? Where it's not like, you know, whereas, let's say in a traditional field, you work really hard at what you do, you gain a lot of knowledge and expertise in what you're doing, and people will, you know, give you respect and more opportunities will open up because of it. Like, it doesn't matter how hard you work. If you don't have the right connections, if you're not in the right place at the right time, you know, like, nothing's realistically gonna happen. And I guess what kind of, like, spurred all this on, yeah, isn't it a common story where poor people would win the lottery and then after a few months they go poor again? Exactly. I saw this post. It was like a screenshot of a Reddit post posted onto Instagram. I'm pretty sure it was like a fake rage bait post. Like, it felt like a fake rage bait post, but I'm sure I'm sure this has happened at least, like, more than once, where it was some guy who was basically like, telling Reddit, like, oh, hey, so I haven't told my wife yet, but I quit my job so that I could become a full-time streamer. And, you know, when she's, like, at work, I just tell her that when I'm streaming, I just tell her that I'm, like, applying to jobs in my office all day. And, you know, of course, there was, like, a follow-up post that was like, hey, so my wife divorced me. And, you know, to me, that immediately reads as like, okay, this is probably like a fake engagement bait Reddit post. But there's a non-zero chance that something like that has actually happened, right? Fame is fickle. You can work as hard as you can to become famous and nobody will notice, and you can not try and suddenly have a career. Yeah. That's kind of the beauty of it. People can't brute force internet clout. I mean, in some cases, it is possible if you're willing to, like, cheat. But I feel like there's only a certain amount of, like, cheating that you can do before people kind of start to catch on, I guess. One day I have to regale you the story of Doobie's Doghouse. Oh, no, Doc, I actually know about that. I watched a video of it on YouTube not too long ago. So I know about Doobie's Doghouse. Fiction sometimes isn't just fiction? Yeah. Florida Man articles exist. Wonder what the Hawk Chua girl is up to right now. Is she, like, still alive? Or is she still in hiding? I don't remember. I thought I saw, like, a video of her the other day, but I don't know if it was, like, a new video or an old video. She's alive? She's in hiding? Okay. She streams to 10 people on Twitch? But it's like, I don't mean this to kind of like shit on anyone, even though I kind of totally do. There's, you know, I know and I've seen so many talented and hardworking people who, you know, are trying to make it as content creators. And for every like hardworking, you know, kind of underground diamond in the rough, there's like 10 React slop tubers with like 100,000 subscribers. It's kind of fucking crazy. I hide my identity and got famous, says dude who was already famous and uses famous connections in the cloud to... Yeah, exactly. Wait, the 6'7" kid also did a crypto rug pull? I did not know that. I genuinely didn't know that. People can't get enough of React slop tubers. Like, I know that the appeal of React slop is like, it's supposed to feel like you're watching videos with a friend or something like that. Or like you're sending your favorite streamer a video in the hopes that they'll laugh at it. I feel like there is some kind of like parasocial aspect to it. But I genuinely don't really understand. Because I don't really enjoy watching videos with my friends. If that makes sense. Like when I'm hanging out with a friend, we're like talking. We're, you know, going somewhere, we're eating, we're doing something, right? We don't just like sit there and watch like YouTube videos. I don't know, maybe that's just a me thing, but like typically when I hang out with people, like I am, like we're talking, we're conversing. I'm an intellectual. I converse with my peers and my friends. We must discuss things. I don't know, cause like I just like, for me, I just like video watching is like something you do in your own time. Like if I want to like show someone a video, I'll just like send it to them. And then, you know, if they like it, they'll send me like an emoji reaction. Like that's good enough for me. I don't need to watch them watch the video. All I kind of want is like, oh, I send my friend this video because I think they might enjoy it or have a reaction to it. And then they like tell me like their opinion. And then like that's it. Like it's done. We move on. I don't really feel the need to like watch someone watch a video, you know? I got a Zoomer cousin. Whenever we go out to eat, he has to watch YouTube on his phone and goes completely nonverbal. Oh god. I remember I made a post about that the other day. To be fair, some people have no one to share the things they like with. Okay, yeah, you know what? Okay, that is fair, Dave Otto. That is fair. That does make sense. Why someone would enjoy React Slop. If they don't have friends, then I can see why React Slop would appeal to someone, or if they don't know anyone that has the same like sense of humor as them or whatnot. I guess in that case it does kind of make sense. That's good water. I posted about this on Twitter the other day, how like, you know, I grew up without an iPad. I had like my DS, right? Or whatever. And, you know, if I was in a situation in which my parents were like, hey, you gotta put that away, I would like sulk. I would sulk about it. I would be upset about it, but like I would just like put it away and I would just kind of like go nonverbal and like stare at a wall and just kind of like disassociate or like, you know, watch a movie in my head until the thing was over and I was allowed to like use my DS again. Right? I cannot possibly imagine throwing like a shit fit in public because like you weren't allowed to use your iPad at like whatever. Like sometimes like on the rare instance where I've gone to like church like for Christmas or Easter or whatever, whenever I see some kid with like their iPad or whatever or headphones, I get so insanely fucking jealous. I get so insanely fucking jealous. Like your parents let you use your iPad at church, and my ass just had to sit there for an hour and stare at the fucking wall because I was so fucking bored. What the fuck? That's not, fuck you. That's not, fuck you, that's not fair. You'd be hard-pressed to find someone interested in talking about the scene of O-gauge model trains leaving the realm for people to get into. I was a very active kid. My dad would be concerned that I wouldn't play my GBA as much. Oh, you got mucho textoed. Because the parental method is different now. I guess. Like, you know, there's some things where it's like, yeah, you know, you probably shouldn't be using... Maybe don't bring the iPad to, like, a funeral or whatever. But, like... Man, I was bored out of my fucking mind. Sunday was always my least favorite day of the week growing up because I hated going to church so fucking much. It was so fucking boring. It was so fucking boring. I would like imagine ways of like killing people in my brain because that's how fucking bored I was. You know? Imagine going to a funeral and you see a kid watching Cocomelon. I am sure that's already happened. The boomers and Gen X parents before were much more strict than the millennial parents are too lax. Yeah, there's definitely like a what's the word? Like, there has to be something in between, right? Did you make pew pew sounds to yourself? No, I didn't do that. I just kind of like sat there. Or what I would do is I would look at the the little booklet like that had all the music in it, and I would just kind of imagine like the musical notes on the page. Like I would try to imagine in my head what they would sound like. Once I actually learned how to read music, that became a lot easier. But then I forgot how to read music, and then it was boring again. I didn't go to church, lucky. In a serious manner? Oh. I had to break out the crayons and paper. I wasn't even allowed to bring like my sketchbook or like a doodle or anything like that. It was just like you have to sit there for a fucking hour and just be somber because that's how it is when you're Catholic. Ooh, your church had Legos? What? Damn, dude, that's crazy. Damn. I wish I had Legos. There we go. Because they did wine and communion, not grape juice at our church. Dude, like, I had to have the church wine for my, my confirmation. That shit was fucking nasty. That shit was so fucking nasty. I genuinely don't know how or why you would, like, you would want to drink that, because that shit is fucking gross. That shit is so fucking gross. Oh, this thing is still dirty. Like I had it once for the fucking confirmation, and I was like, yeah, I never want to have this ever again in my entire life. This is gross. Okay, let's get his back. Okay, this is clean. Let me... Let's do 3.5. Communion wine definitely isn't good, but free alcohol? Nah. Nah, I'm not that level of, like, an alcoholic. I can only drink an alcoholic beverage if it actually tastes fucking good. Okay, where's the ladder? Moose, hello, welcome in, welcome, welcome. How do I... But the priest is like, son, you can't just... Okay, no, but the crackers, though, the communion wafers, those shit, that shit goes so hard. That shit is delicious. I freaking love communion wafers. Like, I would Amazon... I know they sell them on Amazon, but I'm worried that they're, like, not gonna taste as good unless they're blessed by a priest, you know? Like, what if I buy them on Amazon and they don't taste as good because they haven't been blessed? Like, I don't, like, I don't want to have to go to the church and be like, hey, so I bought these off of Amazon because, you know, these are, I like these, they're good, but they don't taste very good. Can you guys bless them so I can see if, like, maybe they'll taste better? Bless them yourself. Oh, that's true. I'm the seal pope. I can bless them myself. This is very true. This is very true. I do have the ability to do that. Yes, thank you, Mingus Christ, for providing us with your body. Is this freaking... Okay, there we go. Now they taste like fish? Ooh, I don't know if I'd want that. Fish crackers? As a Protestant, I find this discussion very funny. I gotta be honest with you, there's like some crackers that like, have you guys ever had the shrimp chips? The Calbee shrimp chips? Also, Emmy, hi, welcome in. I gotta be honest with you, those like shrimp chips are pretty fucking mid. Why not? YOLO, life's short, go ask them to bless your cookies. But like, those like shrimp chips, I think they're pretty mid. I think they're pretty mid. And I'll be honest with you, I feel this way about a lot of like... Okay, now that I think about it, this is something that I actually am going to miss. Is... I feel like a lot of Japanese sweets and pastries are just honestly kind of mid. They just don't really hit the same. Like, for example, the Japanese donut chain Mr. Donut, I fucking hate Mr. Donut. Their donuts fucking suck ass. They are so bland. They are so bland and they are so dry. They do not taste very good. Krispy Kreme is so much better than Mr. Donuts. Krispy Kreme donuts are always fucking good. Miss Donatsu-san? No, it's called Misto. Misto. Misto, it's not, their donuts aren't fucking good. Like, whenever I would hear, like, Fuamoko glaze misto, I'm like, I'm sorry, but you guys have terrible taste. Mr. Donut fucking sucks. Oh yeah, that's right. I was gonna talk about that. The Rizzler. The Rizzler has a Hardee's meal now. Available only through the Hardee's app. I did not know they had an app. They do have an app, apparently. Speaking of Krispy Kreme, they discontinued lemon-filled donut this Monday. Oh, that's too bad. But yeah, Misto fucking sucks. And it's not on the Carl's Jr. app? Oh, so is it only available in the East Coast then? If it's not on the Carl's Jr. app, but it's on the Hardee's app, then maybe it's only available on the East Coast. Huh. That is odd. Because wait, are the Costco guys... Were the Costco guys from Jersey? The J Balvin McDonald's meal. You know, I remember hearing about that. Did I try that? How long ago was that? I thought they came from Costco. So, wait, the J Balvin meal is a Big Mac, medium fries, and an Oreo McFlurry? Okay. Not even a special sauce? Okay. They had Jersey Aura. Because it was actually a good-sized burger from McDonald's and had... Oh, it was only like $5 to $6? Oh, okay, that is actually a good deal then. Big Mac fries and a McFlurry for like $6? That is a good idea. Wait, no, the Rizzler... Remind me again, are the Rizzler and the Costco guys two separate entities? Because I genuinely don't remember. The Alex Azarashi meal is a plain fish fillet with water, no ice? Excuse me. They're adjacent, separate. Okay. So, wait. Where is the Rizzler from? Is he from Jersey? Ah, he's from He was born on Staten Island and then moved to Jersey. I was right. I was right. He's got the fucking Jersey vibes. I can fucking tell. I can smell a New Jerseyan from a mile away. I fucking knew it. I knew it. The Rizzler is the Costco guy's nephew. They collab a lot, but they're not related. They're not actually related. Hello, ZV. Hello. He was grown in a Costco pickle jar. Just like how I could identify a Quebecois from a single glance. Exactly. Yeah, of course he was born on Staten Island, but moved to Jersey. Of course. Of course. Everything makes sense now. Staten Island exists? Unfortunately, it does. And unfortunately, for all of us, it does. Oh, I gotta clean this shelf. You know, maybe these aren't actually stuffed toys. Maybe they're like, well, this, okay, no, they are stuffed toys. Never mind. I worked with a guy from Staten and a guy from Brooklyn at the same job. Their conversations were a peak. I can immediately point out Polish for some reason. They're animatronics. Oh, so this is like Five Nights at Freddy's. Wait, I have an idea. I have an idea for the new Five Nights at Freddy's game. Five Nights at Freddy's at the Carnival. Wait, shit, no, they're doing that in the new movie. Fuck. I just remembered, like, in the trailer for the new Five Nights at Freddy's movie, they show, like, the animatronics at a carnival. Damn it. Five Nights at Stranger Things. Oh, no. Oh, God. Yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I can't wait to watch it on an airplane one day. I remember when the Shia LaBeouf did the He Will Not Divide Us stream and a bunch of Brooklyn dudes started roasting him. Yeah, that's just kind of like... I feel like that's the thing about, like, people from Brooklyn is that, like, they just have a... What am I supposed to do here? They just like insulting people. Like, it comes naturally to them. What am I supposed to be cleaning here? Like, my grandpa would, like, just... Like, you would have to physically stop him from talking shit about literally everyone around him, because he would always find something to complain about. No, Melly, my grandpa was from Brooklyn. My grandpa was born and raised in Brooklyn. So I know. I know. Wait, what am I supposed to clean? What is dirty? What am I supposed to be cleaning here? Volcano. What part of the volcano is dirty? It's not... am I supposed to activate the volcano? Oh, I am supposed to activate the volcano. Ooh. Oh, it's hella dirty. Okay. I'm activating the volcano. Where is it dirty? Where is it dirty? He saw the ooze. Ask a New Yorker about the Falkland Islands and he'll say, what fucking island? Okay, is the volcano still dirty? I don't know. What is dirty? Okay, there we go. Grandpa Oozerush. What am I cleaning? You're on Irium now? Yeah, you didn't know, ZV? I've been on Irium for, like, several months now. Yeah. What the hell am I cleaning here? Oh, I'm supposed to be cleaning this wire. There we go. What's Irium? Thank you, Aloha Gator, for exclamation point Irium. Ah, it's still dirty over here. Yes, that's what I was doing earlier today. I was doing my Japanese studying on Irium earlier today. And I will be doing more tomorrow. Irium is only available in the US. Technically, yes, Finley, but there is a way for you to download it if you are outside of the US. You can download it if you are outside of the US through a third-party service, but it only works on Android. So if you have an iPhone, then it won't work. But if you have an Android and you want to download Irium, I can tell you how to do that. It's pretty easy. There we go. Ding ding. Where are you, dirty? Whee! This is still dirty. How did that happen? We'll make our own VTuber app for the Fisher Price PC. Okay, what this is still dirty? Stop being dirty. Stop it. Why can't you be clean? Why are you... Why? Oh, thank you for the stretch legs and the posture check, Islaria. Thank you. Okay, let me just figure out how to freaking clean this thing. There we go. Okay. I'll let you guys look at the carnival. Let's see, which stretch do I want to do? I haven't done this one in a while. Wait, was this what the one my trainer told me not to do? No, that was the other one. This one is fine, I think. How do I do this again? Oh god, okay. Oh, I remember. No, I'm definitely doing this wrong. Uh... Am I stupid? Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. Okay. There we go. Okay, now I feel it. Okay. That's one leg. That's two legs. And posture check. Oh, your phone is too old? Ah, damn, that sucks. Okay, what do I need to freaking clean? Oh, that. Okay, what? This thing is still dirty? What's... What is this pointing to exactly? I don't understand. What is dirty here? Oh, this is dirty. Okay, I see it. Roof frills. Roof frills. Oh. Come back here. Oh, I see where it's dirty. There we go. Okay. Roof frills. Do they mean like the inside? Oh yeah, they do mean the inside. Yay! Oh yeah. Why? Oh, it's like a Powerwash Simulator carnival game. Oh, that's cute. That would be fun. Like, you know that carnival game where you have to like shoot the you gotta shoot the water gun at the target and then it makes the thing go up? Like that one, I guess. Road sweeper. I just want you to know that from this day forth, you are forever loved by at least one person, me. Started work this morning and forgot all about my detour around the annual Huckleberry Run on Oak Street. Drove my road sweeper straight into the party zone. Not sure what the fallout from this is going to be. I'm hoping with all the juice flying around, people kept their camera phones in their pockets and I've got away with it. One thing's for sure, if I go back to the yard with it looking like this, then I know that my work nickname's going to be for the next 40 years. I don't understand, but okay. Yes, the game with the water and the thing go up. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. The one with the water and the thing go up. Everyone knows that game. I don't know what it's called, but you shoot the water at the target and it makes the thing go up. Mm. Oh, I see. So his truck got covered in huckleberries. I didn't even know huckleberries were edible. Oh, kitty cat. Hi. I'm gonna pet you. Hello, kitty cat. Hello, kitty cat. I want to pet you. Oh, it's Squeak. His name is Squeak. Can I pet your belly? Can I rub your belly? Cyber Cafe. Have you seen this person? Mysterious hero spotted washing various objects around Caldera County. Retro LAN party every weekend. Wow. Sorry, we're closed. We're hiring. 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. We hope to see you again soon. Today, Jordan recommends the fresh buttered monkfish and specialty Muckingham fries. Backed by popular demand, the bold one. Why? Plain pizza base with nothing. Let me get a pizza with nothing. Dayla Night. Bucketon Festival. Bucket On, $4 bill. Magnetic Sprouts. Easy Scrubs. Miss Mucky. Blasta Grime. Dr. Blammo. The Burning Hills, and many, many more. Featuring Bucket On. Okay. Oh, and then here's this thing that I cleaned. Brother, just throw the dough in the oven and call it a day. Can I take a piss? No, I have to piss. Let me piss. I guess I gotta piss in my suit. What's over here? Muckingham Barbecue Cookouts. Power washing liquid. New range of power washing liquid. Sale. Now accepting Muck Coin. The Power Wash universe has their own version of Bitcoin. Muck Coin. Oh no. Muckfest. Binny Smalls ANT. The Soapy Sponges. Triple N. Naz O. Norma Lisa. Earlsden Scrubs. McGrunge. Panic Pineapple. The Greasy Friars. These all sound like names of like bands you would find in SpongeBob, right? Mr. Yucky. They call me Mr. Yucky in squeaky rhymes. How is it for $25 for a standard ticket, $75 for VIP, and $850 for super VIP? That like jump in price doesn't make any sense to me. What do you mean? For super VIP, you better be like carrying me around. You better be wheeling me to and from place to place and feeding me the finest foods, fresh grapes directly into my mouth. Like, what the fuck else are you gonna pay $850 for? They're gonna kill you if you pay the super VIP at the end. Mr. Yucky spits in your mouth if you get the super VIP ticket? Ew. 75% off sale, meaning we are only selling 75% of our available stock. This does not mean our products have a 75% price discount. Please reach out to our branch manager for any queries. Thrift City. Help wanted. Okay, what else do we have here? Sweeper street rice. Washing liquid. Antonio's Pizza. What do they got on the menu? Forget about Silly Dillies. Our food is the best, really. I want to go to Silly Dillies. I want to go to a restaurant called Silly Dillies. What does this say? Supreme Tower of Pizza. I can't go any farther than this. Explore... What is this? Power washing liquid, 50% off sale, grand sale. Premium paints, glossy. Impress your artist friends. Yes, because that's why someone would buy a bucket of paint, to impress their artist friends. DNR. Oh, here we go. Today's specials. Fried green tomatoes with five dips. Chef's secret curry. Salt-baked sea bass with roasted sweet potatoes. Oh, that sounds good. Quadruple cheesy fries. 4 times the fries, 4 cheeses. That sounds fucking awesome. I love fries and I love cheese. Full Stop General Store. Caldera Festival. Sweet Tooth's Bakery and Patisserie. We offer cheesecake, funnel cake, chocolate cake. They butterscotch pie? Oh my god, Deltarune reference. Deltarune reference in my Powerwash Sim? Apple pie, key lime pie, chocolate, vanilla, and raspberry jam donuts, almond croissants, chocolate croissant, and churros. Would I live in this town? It seems nice, but I think it's a little too close to an active volcano for me, personally. Muckingham specialty butterscotch pie. Deltarune reference! Okay, that's the festival. Caldera Cola. Dr. Dolots. Dr. Dolots. Pet Cafe. Oh! What's this? Oh, I can't go this way. Dang. Yeah, there's like a volcano nearby. Because this is Caldera. I think it's a little farther away. The volcano is closer to Muckingham. Affordable real estate. What does this say? 1 bedroom. Excellent view. Fully furnished. Automobile flower pots and awnings not included. Is the volcano gonna be the final boss? Wasn't the volcano... No, the final boss in the last game was like the fucking... the pyramid, right? Yeah, no, it was the pyramid in the last game. So, maybe. Dilly's Deli. Oh, this is Dilly's Deli. Bookify yourself. Orvin's Furniture Futurescape. Why did I read that as furniture? Wee! Ah! No, I want to jump on there. Ah! Climb up the ladder, please. Oh my god. Every time I catch a piece of litter between my brushes, I feel like a black hole sucking in yet another galaxy. That's so cool, man. Tell me more about how you enjoy your job as a street sweeper. What the hell? Oh. There we go. Oh, look, it's like a little one of these funny little doodads. I remember one time, this was in my parents' old car. It was like an old car, so it had one of these like radio antennas. And I remember one time, somehow I got one of those like, It was like a little foam thing you could put on top of radio antennas, like a decorative thingamabob. And I got one of those from like Hardee's. No, wait, sorry, not Hardee's. Carl's Jr. Yeah, no, it was, or what? Maybe it was Hardee's. Was it Hardee's or was it Carl's Jr.? No, because it was the Carl's Jr. guy. It was the Carl's Jr. guy. Anyway, I got one of those from Carl's Jr. and I made my mom put it on like the antenna of like the car. And then like it got stolen. I don't know who wanted to steal a antenna doodly bob of the Carl's Jr. guy, but whoever you are, I hope you are happy with what you stole. I hope that the Carl's Jr. guy antenna accessory brought you more joy than it did to me. Because I can't think of any other reason as to why someone would steal a antenna accessory that is, you know, the Carl's Jr. guy. Anyway. Like, maybe they were rare or something and I didn't know. Like some kind of like rare collector's item that I didn't know about. Okay, I can turn off the brushes, I think. I don't know. Ding, 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 ding. I haven't used the detergent at all so far. But to be fair, I haven't really encountered anything in which I would need the detergent for. It was hand-forged by Carl Jr. himself, very collectible. I have no reflection. I'm a vampire. Not only am I a power washer, I'm apparently also a vampire because I don't have a reflection. Okay. What am I supposed to clean? What do you want me to... Oh, that's what you want me to clean. There we go. I'm gonna clean your stupid fucking cleaning car. There we go. Even vampires need a hobby, I suppose. Oh yeah, when is Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein on Netflix yet? I heard it's really good in IMAX, but like it is. Okay, I don't know if I'm really invested enough to go see it in IMAX. I think I'll watch it on Netflix, and if it's really good, then I will try to go see it in IMAX. If it's still even showing. I don't know. What the hell is Still Dirty? They have a limited release? Oh. Okay, over here. This wheel, I guess, is Still Dirty. It's a film you should see in theaters? Oh, okay. Okay. Body base. Oh, warning light. Oh, that's this up here. Okay. Where's the stool? Stool. Yay. It sucks that Del Toro was relegated to streaming. Let's go to home base. I want to look at the map. Okay, yeah. So that's Caldera County. Is the volcano on here? Because here's Muckingham. Where's the volcano? Is that Mount Rushless? I don't remember. Let's go shopping. How much money do I have? Cosmetics. What can I get for myself? A gradient suit? Wait, that's awesome. Uh, okay, so let's get the gradient suit. What else? What gloves can I have with this? What about boots? Let's get this. Yeah. The volcano behind the grassy knoll. His Pinocchio film also had a limited release? Oh, I forgot he did Pinocchio. Wait, I can change the car? Yo. I don't really like any of these, though. I only have $2,000. Ooh, whimsical shelving. Let's get the whimsical shelving. Futuristic rug and futuristic shelving. Okay, how do I... let's get the... Wait, how do I... Ready in wash area? Oh, that's right, I have to clean it first. We could all use a little whimsy. I agree. I gotta clean this thing first. How do I... Ah. Nope. There we go. This is like the kind of shelf you would find in like a... Like a Barbie playset or something. You know what I think is like a funny story slash franchise that really hasn't been able to kind of like get much of a footing in the modern day is Peter Pan. I feel like there have been like quite a few Peter Pan movies that have been like released over the years, like live action and otherwise, that just like didn't do very well. And I don't know if it's because like people no longer kind of resonate with like what Peter Pan is about. We have to update Peter Pan for the modern audience. Yeah, it definitely seems like there's a little bit of like a disconnect there. I definitely do feel like Peter Pan like is kind of not really, I don't want to say like aged badly, but it's like in comparison, like, oh, you know, Cinderella. Let's see, fucking like Disney princess stuff. That's never really been like a, like, there was one Disney made it. Was it really 2 years? I thought it was like 10 years ago. Huh. I feel like Peter Pan peaked You Can't Improve on Perfection. Is there a reason why I can't put this? Oh, there it is. Flat against the wall. Here we go. No. There we go. Yeah. What can I put in here? I don't know. Let's clean the other things I got. Yeah. Peter Pan syndrome is prevalent now more than ever. Maybe it's too on the nose now. I mean, the sort of criticisms I've seen levied against like Peter Pan as a story is like, oh, it's like Peter Pan is like kidnapping, he's like an adult and he's kidnapping kids. That's like weird. That's like a diddy blood type of shit, you know? Which, I mean, I guess, but like, I don't know. I feel like it's not weird unless you make it weird, you know? I'm still going with my conspiracy theory that Disney was hoping to make a live-action Kingdom Hearts movie. You know, I'm honestly surprised that they didn't. Isn't Peter Pan like 8? I thought he was like a teenager or like a young adult in comparison to like Wendy and the other kids, right? I don't remember. And I mean, you know, then there's the stuff in Peter Pan that hasn't aged very well, like the whole, you know, like the Indian scene and all of that, and then Disney had to put like a fucking disclaimer and the on the start of the video, like, this was made in a long time ago when people had different views or whatever, right? Ooh, you know what? This will be good. Can I have this against the window? I think this would be cool to have against the window. Yeah. They saw that Ready Player One failed and second guessed themselves? Maybe. Did Avengers come out before or after Disney bought Marvel? Because I don't remember. With Peter Pan's age, he's somewhere between 7 and 12 based on the original works. Okay, okay, yeah, then that's not weird at all. That's not, like, weird at all. Because, like, Wendy... Was Wendy 16? Or was she, like, the same age as Peter Pan? I don't remember. But I definitely do feel like works that were made in this sort of, like, not Victorian England, but like, what is that period of time called in which like Peter Pan took place in? Like Scrooge, Dickens times, right? Like Edwardian England. Thank you, ZC. Edwardian England. Yes. I feel like maybe like I do not want this rug down here. Maybe the Edwardian England like no longer resonates with like the people of today. I genuinely don't know. I guess I could put this here. Oh, it's still kind of crooked. I mean, I guess that's the point. It's supposed to be crooked. What if I don't want it to be crooked, though? Okay, this is probably as good as it's gonna get. No. No, why won't you let me put it here? Okay, fine. Because he has all his teeth is the first clue. I'm pretty sure Avengers... Oh, Avengers came out before... that? Okay. Oh, Avengers came out after Disney. Okay, okay. Right now our universities are shitting all over Tolkien, so stories from Edwardian era would probably be rejected. Yeah, it definitely seems like there's some kind of, like... Not necessarily pushback, but, like, in the modern era, it's somehow... Modern people are having a more difficult time connecting with, Victorian stories? I guess? I don't know. Cause like I'm trying to think about why that might be. And I really can't say. I don't have so much like I haven't consumed so much media that takes place or was created during that time period that I can kind of like come up with an answer to this, I guess. The high muckamucks in the ivory towers of Lubra City have demanded we clean our humble gas station. Can you believe the gall of them? First, they build a new interstate that reduces passing traffic to a trickle. Then they say we're an eyesore to the few still traveling on it. This town of the year things put a rocket up all their behinds. If they ain't happy with the state of the place, then they could at least put their hands in their pocket rather than expect us honest folk to put the bill. Anyways, you best get on. We'll be inside twiddling our thumbs and staring at the walls. Lube City. That's literally what it's called. It's called Lube City. Winnie the Pooh, Mary Poppins, isn't Tolkien post World War II? Okay, you know what? I will stand by Winnie the Pooh. I will defend Winnie the Pooh until like the cows come home. No one is talking shit about Winnie the Pooh on my watch. Like actually. Like I fucks heavy with Winnie the Pooh. I'm not letting anyone talk shit about Winnie the Pooh. He is my friend. He is my friend. I guess we're all banned in China now. Like, Winnie the Pooh is such a fucking bro. Winnie the Pooh is so chill. I see that sad donkey cry and it makes me feel... Yeah, like, donkey. He's a donkey. His honey addiction is clearly self-destructive. Welcome in, Murray. Welcome in. I hate it, like, I know Winnie the Pooh recently came into public domain, and of course someone had to make, like, a edgy Winnie the Pooh horror movie, and it's like, why was that necessary? Why was that necessary? Why did you feel the need to do that? Oh, what if Winnie the Pooh was fucked up and evil? First of all, he's not fucked up and evil. He's Winnie the Pooh. He is made of sunshine and rainbows and joy and love and honey. Winnie the Pooh could never be fucked up and evil. It's like, you know, those like edgy Sanrio girls will make those edits of like Cinnamoroll and like Hello Kitty and My Melody, like doing drugs or whatever. And it's like, Hello Kitty does not cut herself and does not do drugs. She likes tea parties and hanging out with her friends. Fuck off, you know? They'll pay famous streamer iShow Speed to convince people cities are all good. What if Winnie the Pooh and Paddington Bear hung out and ate marmalade honey sandwiches together? That would be amazing. That would be so fucking awesome. If Paddington... I'll be honest with you, I don't really like Paddington as much. Paddington... I've never really been crazy about Paddington. Like, to me, Winnie the Pooh is better than Paddington. Hello Kitty would do I don't know how to... Ayahuasca? I genuinely don't know how to say that. Also, no she wouldn't. Shut the hell up. Like, oh, here's my Hello Kitty edit where she's holding a knife. And it's like, no, she wouldn't do that. The only knife Hello Kitty is holding is the knife that she uses to cut a slice of cake for her friends at her tea party. Shut up. Shut up. Throw in corduroy? Oh, dude, yeah, we gotta get corduroy on this shit. Oh my god, you just... I haven't thought about corduroy since I was like 8 years old. It's okay, we're slowly getting fed up with Paddington Bear here as well. You got that joke out before I could. Yo, I don't even remember what corduroy's deal was. All I remember... Well, he wears like the corduroy pants, right? Oh, Little Bear? Oh my god, yeah, we gotta get Little Bear on there. Dude, I fucking love Little Bear. I loved all of the bears, except for Paddington. I was never really super on board with Paddington. He kind of... I don't know. Like, I don't hate Paddington, but like... I feel like it's fairly easy to get fed up with Paddington, right? Like, Paddington's gonna do some, like, stupid shit, and he's gonna be like, oh, haha, I'm a silly bear. I'm silly Paddington Bear. I have a coat and I like marmalade. And it's like, okay, Paddington, at some point you need to learn how to be, like, responsible for your actions. You need to learn accountability. Paddington does not understand accountability, and I think that's why I don't particularly like him. Gotta get them on there like it's a Fortnite collab. I don't care if I get arrested, I'm stealing his sandwiches. Me breaking down in the theater seeing Pooh cameo in the newest Wallace and Gromit. In the UK, some people drink, mind you, rip the Paddington statue from its bench and stored it in their garage. Is Paddington like Caillou? But like, is Paddington like the UK version of Caillou? Is because that's kind of the vibe I'm sort of getting from the way like you're talking about him. Like I remember reading like I had a couple Paddington books when I was a kid. You're right, they were probably Irish. Kinvey, welcome in. I don't think Paddington is quite as bad as Caillou, but he's definitely not my favorite bear. Definitely not my favorite bear. I can get into why the public perception is turning on Paddington, but I might actually get arrested. Is it like a political thing? Are people like ascribing like a political like mentality to Paddington? Because that's like the only reason I can really think of. Or do people just hate him because he's stupid? I don't know. Both? Oh, okay, interesting. Interesting. Also, what is with this like rainbow shit on the ground? It looks like fucking rainbow fish like threw up here or something. You guys remember rainbow fish? I used to fucking love rainbow fish when I was a kid. That was like I love that book. It goes back and forth, but now it's both. I see. Like it looks like fucking someone tried to skin rainbow fish and like left it here. Berenstein or Berenstain? Berenstein. 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 That's the universe I came from, the Berenstein universe. Rainbow fish was fucked up and evil. No! Rainbow fish is a nice rainbow fish. What did he do? He like gave the other fish his scales and then he fucking died? Is that what happened to rainbow fish? I don't remember. I thought he like gave his scales to the other fish and then like he died. What was that story supposed to teach us again? Hungry, hungry caterpillar, but he's Eldritch caterpillar, so it's cool. No. Isn't that Joseph in his multicolored coat? Oh, I don't know. I never read Joseph in the Technicolor Dreamcoat. Sharing diversity? Okay, I'm gonna look this up right now. Rainbow fish. Oh, it is about sharing. The fish... Rainbow fish is about a vain fish who learns to make friends by sharing with a universal message about friendship. Oh. I thought, like, he fucking died because he gave people too many of his scales. The book has been criticized for promoting socialism and collectivist values in a children's book. With some saying that the rainbow fish only gets truly ostracized because he won't hand over his body parts on demand in the name of equality. He didn't die, but basically became like the other fish, which I will keep my mouth shut about its message. Okay. Oh, this is a German book. Oh, that explains a lot, actually. That explains a lot. That makes sense, actually. That makes sense. Of course, it's a German book, and people are okay. Um, let's see. Alternatively, the central theme has been criticized for glorifying peer pressure and demanding that you give up all that makes you a unique individual in order to please the envy of others. It is a cautionary tale about bullying, envy, and ostracism being used to selfishly take without care for the individual being lessened. Ah, yes, A Rainbow Fish by Karl Marx. I don't even remember what happened in here. All I remember is that I had the book. I didn't even really read the book. I just like looking at the pictures. Um because like the book was kind of tactile, right? From what I could remember, like the cover was like reflective and stuff. Um I think I just like looking at the cover. Yeah, cuz like here's a version of the book and it has like the scales that they're like textured. Yeah, I like looking at the shininess and touching the shiny scales. I don't actually remember reading the book and internalizing the message that the book that the book like gives. Yeah. Someone earlier mentioned, what was it, the Giving Tree? Oh no, was that the one I was thinking about? The Giving Tree where the tree fucking dies? That might have been the one I was thinking about. Um, was the Giving Tree the one written by Shel Silverstein, the guy who looks like a fucking scary ass pirate? Whose like picture is in like all of the back of all of his books, and that is him, the guy who looks like a scary ass pirate. Okay, yeah, leave it to a guy who looks like a scary ass pirate to write a book about like, I don't know, sharing or whatever the fuck. Soda! Spray! Spray! Lubrication! Lubrication! Dregs! Soda! Oh my god, it's a it's a cactus garbage can? Wait, that's so cute. Wait, isn't this so cute? A cactus trash can? That's adorable. That's freaking adorable. Can you grab me a dregs while you're there? What kind of name for a soda is dregs? What would that even taste like? I can't even begin to like think of like what that flavor is supposed to like. What orange? Is that an orange? That looks like an apple to me. I mean, I guess it's an orange because it's orange, but it looks like an apple. Arr, you best be sharing all that gold with us poor pirates. Yeah, pirates, but they're socialist. I'm trying to think of like, what was the most fucked up children's book I've ever read? They discontinued Apple Dregs in 2013. I know like German fairy tales like are typically pretty fucked up, but I remember when I was a kid, I had this book. It was called like something like the Little Book of like Japanese fairy tales. It was a kid's book, like an illustrated kid's book of Japanese fairy tales. But so many of those stories were super fucked up. Like there was one called The Tongue Cut Sparrow, which is about like a sparrow that like gets its tongue cut for some reason. I don't remember. And like all kinds of just like bad things happening to people because they like did something bad. And I love that book. I would like reread that book over and over and over again. But like, you know, at the same time I was like, damn, this is kind of like fucked up. I read Mouse when I was a kid. Oh, you read Mouse when you were a kid. I did read, I don't think I finished it. I think I read like a few volumes of Mouse when I was younger, but like I wasn't like I knew what it was and I knew what it was about. Um so I wasn't particularly like appalled or shocked by it. Um because like I had this thing when I was a kid where, every year they would make us do like a book report, right? And every year, like I would choose to do like the same book. Um, like it was usually either for English class or history class, we had to do a book report. And I would like do the same book like every single time if it was like different classes or different teachers. I would do a book report on the Diary of Anne Frank, like every single opportunity that I could. I don't really know why I decided to do that one specifically, but I just remember becoming so like familiar with that book that like it just became like an easy choice for me. Like, oh, like I've already read The Diary of Anne Frank like 3 times. This is an easy choice. Like I don't even have to think about like putting any effort into this. Young Alex real big into Anne Frank. This was when I was in like I think like 3rd grade. Yeah, it was like when I was in 3rd grade when I decided to do like my book reports on the Diary of Anne Frank. At school, we read a book called Pig Heart Boy about a kid who would be given a pig's heart to survive and the public's reaction to it. Was that a real thing? Because I also vaguely remember hearing about like someone like getting a pig's heart as like an alternative to like because they needed a heart or whatever. But I don't think they lived for very long after that, you know? I started doing book reports on Stephen King around 3rd grade. 3rd grade and Stephen King? Damn. That's crazy. Oh, look at this cute little cactus painting. That's cute. Hold on, I want to see something. I haven't tried the soap nozzle. I want to try the soap nozzle. And then how do I buy soap? How do I buy soap? Whoa. Do I not need to buy soap? Wait, they changed it so that I don't have to buy different types of soap? That's brilliant. Oh my god. I don't have to waste my money on like 5 different types of soap and it refills automatically. Oh, that makes my life so much easier. Oh, thank God. That's crazy. I wonder... Oh, let's see. Can I use the extender with it? I can. So, it's covering it with soap. Do I need to rinse it off? Or does it just, like, clean it? It looks like it's cleaning it. Like, doesn't seem... Yes? Let's see. Let's wait and see. You rinse it with any nozzle, including... Oh, okay, okay, okay. Okay, cool. Oop, that's not what I want. Oh, okay, okay, there we go. I got it. Okay, so it stays on there for a while, so you have enough time to rinse it. That's good. I think they only just started considering transplanting pig hearts. Oh. Yeah, the little happy cacti are so cute. I feel like a cactus VTuber would be a fun concept, but it also like when I think of that, it makes me think of what was his name? The guy from Pokemon, the fruity guy with the cacturn. What was his name? Harvey, Harley, Hardy? You know the guy with the purple hair and like the green outfit? What was his fucking name? He was super fruity from Pokemon. Oh my god, it's Ronin! Oh my god, oh my god, plant woman, plant woman. Hi, 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 hi. Ronin raid, yay! Hi, Ronin. Hello, hello, raiders. Hello. Hello, everyone. For those of you who are new here, my name is Alex Azarashi. I'm a serial VTuber. Thank you for the egg, Islaria. And I am power washing. Yay. Look at this cute freaking cactus. So cute, so cute. I hope you enjoyed The Witcher. You've been playing a lot of The Witcher lately, so I'm gonna go ahead and assume you really like that game. I could be wrong. You could also you could also hate that game. Yeah, look at the cactus. Look at the cactus. He's so cute. He's so cute. You do like it. Okay, that's good. That's good. Um, but yeah, no, I was literally just talking about how, as far as I'm aware, there aren't any cactus themed VTubers. Correct me if I'm wrong. I have not encountered a like cactus VTuber. Perhaps there is one out there. You know one. I was thinking like if there's anyone who would know a cactus VTuber, it would be Ronin. Ronin would know who the cactus VTubers are. Since as we all know, every green VTuber knows each other. We have established this. Cuz like I was thinking of the guy from Pokemon, the anime. I don't remember his name. I think it was like Harvey or Harley. He had like long purple hair and he had like a cacturn or like a cacnea and he was like super fruity. Like that's who I was like thinking of. Harley. Yes, thank you, K-Rex. Thank you. Yeah, it was Harley. Yeah, I was thinking of that guy as like a stand-in for a like cactus VTuber. Here we go. But yeah. Oh yeah, this is Powerwash 2. This is the sequel to Powerwash Simulator, and they have made so many wonderful quality of life changes. There's no longer like 5 different types of soap. There's just like one soap, and you spray it on. The soap thing, you can't see it. It refills itself over time, and then you just like you rinse it off. Like it's you don't have to buy like yeah, the soaps are actually useful. The soaps are useful. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. Yes. Yeah, the 5-in-1 shampoo and conditioner. Exactly. They finally made it like a 5-in-1 shampoo and conditioner. Cuz that was what was annoying is like having to keep buying bottles of soap. It was just like a waste of like money, right? Even though it raised the efficiency like maybe what the hell is that noise? Oh, that's a truck. I got 8 levels left to go on this game, and I'm still sure how to feel about it. Does this game have, like, more or less levels than, like, Power Wash 1? Oh, thank you for the posture check and the stretch, Islaria. Hmm. In often it's not speeding things up by much, too. Yeah. Still no BGM? Well, what do you mean? There's, like, water sounds. There's water sounds. Oh, you mean for Power Wash? Oh. Yeah, I mean... It doesn't seem like there is audio. You just have water BGM, water ASMR, ding volume, ambient sound reverb, ambient tone. Yeah. Okay. But I do have to posture check and stretch my legs since Islaria redeemed that. This game is for pairing up with your own BGMs. That's true. That's true. Okay, let me stretch my legs real fast. Let's see. What? I guess I'll just do the one I did before. Yeah. Because I have been mostly locked to my desk this week. So I have not really been stretching or exercising as much as I should. But hopefully next week I will be able to. Ooh, that's one leg. Ow. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There we go. Get that stretch in. Okie dokie. That's 2 legs stretched. Oh, also, hold on a sec. Someone followed me earlier. Lemony Chews, thank you so much for the follow. Sorry, I didn't respond to that in a timely manner. She's not a cactus, she's a Venus flytrap. Oh. I mean, that's like cactus adjacent, right? Powerwash had 37 story levels and 4 special levels, so 41. This one has 38 currently. Okay. I mean, the Powerwash 1 had a decent amount of DLC. So I would imagine that this game is also gonna get some DLC too. Which will be good. Ooh, soccer! Soccer! Ooh, footy! That's what they call it apparently. They call it footy in the UK. Psycho, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. Oh, speaking of footy, Scrandle. I've been meaning to do Scrandle again because Scrandle has an evil mode now. Scrandle has an evil mode. And I wanted to try that. Okay, maybe once I'm wrapping up stream, we'll do fucking Scrandle for a few rounds so I can try out evil mode. Scrandle, but it's evil. I mean, to be fair, Scrandle can be evil sometimes regardless. This one. Because, like, some of the shit you see on there... I don't know, man. I don't know. The only problem I have with this game is I feel they could have done more with some of the levels. There's some wonderful levels and some I'm just like, why this? I see. Yeah, I mean, so far, I haven't been like... It hasn't felt as difficult as the beginning of Powerwash 1, and I'm not sure how to feel about that. Like, on one hand, ooh, it's easier, and I like easier because then I don't get so frustrated, but also it's kind of like, I'm going through these levels pretty quickly, I feel. But I also have, like, a more strong gun, I guess. Did you set the difficulty to easy? There's no difficulty in Powerwash Simulator. The difficulty is what you make of it, I guess. I mean, if you wanted to play Powerwash on hard mode, you could use the, 0-degree nozzle. This one, that's just like a little dot, right? You could clean everything with just this. I guess that could be considered hard mode for Powerwash. Although the 0-degree nozzle is the most effective in terms of, like, cleaning power. It has the smallest surface area, so it does take you longer. Why not with what you were doing, which I won't spoil anything, but there's a couple of levels where I felt they could have more meat and design. Oh, okay. There was a difficulty setting on the menu when you checked it a few minutes back. No, there wasn't. I know what you're trying to do, Aloha Gator. You're trying to gaslight me again. I'm not gonna fall for it. No, there wasn't. You can't fool me. You can't fool me. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Fool me 3 times. Oh, fuck me, I guess. Are you sure? No, Doc, no. I don't think there's a level the size and scope of the skate park or the mini golf course. Okay, yeah, because the skate park and the mini golf course were like... The mini golf course definitely took me, like, more, like, than a few sessions, I think. Tables! Yay! I have not been paying attention to what they've been texting me. Open, always. Push, can I go in? No. She knows that Ronan's around, so she's locked in. My shenanigans are over. I'll be honest, I was considering throwing you a bone, Gator. I was considering throwing you a bone just for, like, the sake of entertainment. And I'll be honest, I kind of regret not doing that because I think that would have been funny. Because I am not above, like, getting people to laugh at my own expense. I am not above that. But I'm stubborn, and I don't like being wrong, so... There's been a couple levels where it took me 2 sessions, but I've done it all solo, and I haven't felt like I needed help. Haha, streamer said bone. Thank you, Ronan. Haha, streamer said bone. Every time you take my jokes seriously, I feel terrible. I'm sorry, dog. I'm sorry. I usually take what people say to me on stream at face value. So it's not like a you thing, it's more of like a me thing. Of just like, I assume that people are like being serious with me. And then I feel like maybe I'm not the one who's like understand. Citrus, hello, welcome in, welcome, welcome. Ding, ding, ding. It's like how my friend believed me for 6 months when I said British people drunk tea with their left hands. In the last level I did, I pretty much loved... I thought it was going to take 2 sessions. It took me over an hour. Oh, I see. You know what? I want to get up there and clean the roof. Let me go up there. Whee! Oh, sweet. What's this? It's a gnome. Why is he vibrating? That's kind of scary. Okay, I'm gonna... There we go. Yeah, here we go. Whee! Ow. I do wonder if there's like a way to change the color of the soap. But I guess that wouldn't really make sense because soap is usually white. I mean, there's like blue soap. I've seen blue soap before. There's pink soap. I guess this does make it easier to see the muck, though. That, to be fair. Don't! Emmy? Don't say that. Don't say that. No. Bad, Emmy. Bad. I spray you with the power washer. I spray you with the water bottle. No. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Aloha Gator. Thank you. Spray me, seal. I love the videos of the zookeepers that are like spraying the seals with like the hoses, and the seals are just like ah, like they love being sprayed with the hoses. They're like, oh, spray me with the hose. You know, I don't even want to think about what the context for that is, Azlaria. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'm just gonna pretend like... I'm just gonna pretend. No! Aloha Gator, stop! No! Okay, I'm putting that word on my banned words list if you guys don't stop. You guys are being very naughty. You guys are being very naughty. Do they get pushed around while they get hosed? They mostly just like kind of roll around and slap. My banned word list is massive. I'm not the one who said it was vibrating. Whatever, whatever, whatever. Whatever, man, whatever. Can I turn on the radio? What's... Oh, this is 30. I gotta clean the gnome's box. What is that? Is that like a... What is that? Is that like a box of cigarettes? Oh, it's a box of playing cards. Was he just like playing solitaire by himself on this alien blanket? Okay. I want to shut down a water park and unleash a massive group of seals on it just to see what they'll do. That would be cute. You just ruined the playing card spraying it? Okay, well, I hate playing cards. Have you ever considered that? I hate playing cards. I hate cards. I don't hate Uno cards. Uno cards I am fine with. Playing cards I don't like because they have numbers on them. Uno cards also have numbers on them, but the Uno card numbers make sense. Uno card numbers make sense. Wait, pick up? What am I picking up? Oh. I can pick this up from all the way over there. That's actually kind of cool. You looking at my $600 collection of rare playing cards? You do not have $600 worth of rare playing cards. I do not believe you. Uno cards have even bigger numbers. It's a star. It's a star. Look guys, it's a star. Communist symbol. Star. It's a communist star. What do they mean by this? What do they mean by this? Trotsky reference? Yeah, exactly, exactly. If you guys want to have a laugh, I'm not really gonna elaborate on this more than like what I'm gonna tell you. But if you would like to have a chuckle today, if you are looking for perhaps a chuckle in these trying times, go to the New York Post's website and click on the option to show today's the cover of today's issue. You look at that on the website. There should be a thing on the right side that says like the cover of today's issue. Go take a look at that if you want like a chuckle today. Cause it's really funny. Oh no, it's safe for work. It's completely safe for work. It is not inappropriate at all. It's just like it's political, so I don't really want to get too into it on my stream, but it's just like it's a funny picture. It's just like a funny picture. You know those pictures of like is it like one of those American Century of Humiliation gifts? The best way I would describe it is that it's similar to the image of Obama in the graveyard, and he is using a defibrillator on the corpse of Karl Marx. That's like genuinely one of my favorite images. I would say it's in the same vein as like that image. Let me see if I can find that picture because I am 90% sure I have it saved on here. Because I am 90% sure I have shown it on stream at least once. Because, like, unironically, that is like a work of art. Yes, of course, I do have it. I do have it. This one. Unironically, I think this is one of the greatest images of, like, the 21st century. I think this belongs in a museum. It... It's so great. It's so funny. It's so like you can tell how much like passion was put into this. It does look like an early 2000s CD cover. It does. I love that image. That one of the images of all time. Truly, truly. It's like, oh, speaking of like 2000s ass images, I found this artist on Twitter recently who makes these renders. They're like 3D renders, and they look very like you know, I think it would just be better if I show you because they're difficult to explain, but they are so like badass and hardcore. It like imagine a CGI skeleton, but he's like smoking a cigarette. That's like the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Um, they usually post every day. So, oh yes, I found them. I found them. I found them. Isaac Worrington. Isaac Worrington. Yes, this is the person. Okay, yeah, like okay, here we go. I'll show you guys what I'm looking at. I'll show you guys what I'm looking at. Yeah. Like this. So freaking cool. Like, oh, look, it's like this badass skeletons. Like, oh, he's got the gun. His eye. Like, this is so hardcore. Is this not like the coolest shit ever? Is that not so freaking cool? Like, oh, look, it's the skeleton. He's pointing his middle finger at you. Ah, this fucks. Yeah, it does. When Denny's messes up your grand slam. Like, oh, he's doing like a sick kickflip. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, Isaiah Warrington. That's their name on Twitter. And oh, he's a green skeleton and he's got a rat and he's like smoking 5 cigarettes. Oh yeah, no, it's absolutely try hard. It's so try hard and that's what makes it good, FTW. Like it's so try hard in your face like it's I don't want to say deconstructive. Like there's a specific word that describes like what is going on here. But I don't know what that word is. Um there's a specific yeah, honestly this pic goes hard. Feel free to screenshot. Exactly. There's this one that he did that I like look at like oh it's like this he's like a Terminator. He's got like the gun. There's this one I saw that like I've been obsessed with. I made it like my phone wallpaper. Let me see if I can find it. I might have to scroll back a bit. It's like a skeleton and he's being crucified, but the crucifix is made out of like machine guns. And that's how it feels to be me. That's how it feels to be me. I passed it? Wait, did I? Not this one, not this one. Um Actually I might have passed it. I don't remember. Oh, I passed it a while ago. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's kind of was it this one? No. No, not this one. This one the New York look. Uh did I pass it? You better not be fucking with me, Emmy. Oh yeah, okay, never mind. You're not. You're not. You're okay. Yeah, this is the one I was talking about. I saw this and I was like, "Oh my god, this is what it feels like to be me." Like, doesn't this image go so fucking hard? This is like, oh my god, like I don't even know how to describe this. This is just like so fucking badass and cool. When you fall for up dog. Like I saw this and I was like, "Oh my god, this image changed my life." It's so the first thought you have when waking up. Yeah, exactly. I've been obsessed with this freaking picture. Like it go this pic goes hard. Feel free to screenshot. That's literally what it is. Like the best way of describing it. This pic goes hard. Feel free to screenshot. I feel like I've been getting more and more into like older brother core recently. You know, like I bought that fucking General Grievous shirt. I have like another shirt that's also kind of like older brother core, But it's not really older brother core. It's more like middle-aged Italian dad who like he's kind of like he has a motorcycle, but he also likes bowling. If that makes sense. I have a shirt that's like that. They just released the Hot Toys General Grievous. Was that the one? That's no, the one I pre-ordered was Bondi. Well, if it's Hot Toys, it's probably like several $100s. Wait, hold on. Let me check this. Let me check this. Would you? Oh, that goes hard. That goes hard. You got a statue, right? Is it a statue? I don't remember if it's a statue or not. Hold on. Uh, let me check on the Hot Toys website. Let's see. Of course, they have the Higgs one. The Higgs one is only $400. That's a steal as far as I'm concerned. Obi-Wan, King Shark. I need it as a sticker for my laptop. Yeah. Let's see if I can find General Grievous on here. Wednesday. Okay. There's a SpongeBob. There's fucking Willy Wonka, Timothy Chalamet. They're all Alien Big Chap Special Edition for $300. Wait, how big is this? Oh, that's gorgeous. 14 inches of pure, beautiful. Oh my God, the detail on this is ah. And it's like the classic Big Chap, not like whatever fucking bullshit is going on with like the fucking scorched xenomorph or whatever. Weird shit. I'm not seeing the general on here. I'll just fucking Google it. Oh, $290? Wait, there's like three. Oh my God. Okay, let's see what this says. Uh 6 scale figure. Is this? This is by Sideshow Collectibles, the one that's like $300. This is by Sideshow Collectibles. This one's pretty freaking nice though. Um if you could have a life-size General Grievous statue, would you? Yes. Sideshow does Hot Toys. Oh, okay, okay. There's also a deluxe statue at $370. Oh, but that's by Iron Studios. Okay. Yeah, because the one I ordered was the Bondi one. That's coming out. It's supposed to ship next month. I'm a little fucking worried about that one because it's gonna have to be shipped to the US and I'm probably going to have to pay tariffs for it. I'm not looking forward to that, let me tell you. It's because like when I ordered the General Grievous figure, I ordered it off of the Ami Ami English website. However, I kind of didn't know that, I think it's because of like a Disney licensing thing, that the ones being sold on Ami Ami English were only available to be shipped to the US. They are not allowed to be shipped to Japan. So, like, at the time, I didn't know, at the time I pre-ordered it, I didn't know that I was going to be moving to Japan because this was in, like, February or March. And so now it's gonna need to be sent to the US, and then I'm gonna have to like possibly like have my parents send it to me or come pick it up or like have them give it to me. I don't really know what I'm gonna do yet. All I know is that I'm probably gonna have to pay tariffs for it. Ask them to email it. I mean, I'm a little hesitant to like get that shipped because not really because I'm worried about it being broken. I'm more worried about it being like lost, right? I mean, I suppose something being broken. I mean, to me, something being lost is worse than it being broken. Because if it's broken, then there's a chance that I could at least fix it, right? And also, if it's broken, I have like concrete evidence that I could use to get like my, a refund for it or get like my insurance payout for it. Cause, if when you have a package that goes missing, they're like, oh, well, why don't we can't like give you a refund until like, at least like 60 days have passed or whatever or some bullshit. Also, Tactical Cocaine, that's a great name. Thank you so much for the follow. They're always like, well, if your package hasn't been delivered, you have to wait like 60 days before you can file for like a refund. Cause like, we don't actually, just in case like it comes and it's like, no, I would like my money now, please. I don't think it's going to happen. You guys just don't want to give me my money. You lost my package. Give me my money. That's how it works. So if it's like, if something in the package is broken, I have like photographic evidence that it was damaged in transit, which, then would allow me to get like my refund faster. And also I would possibly be able to fix it. But yeah. So I would rather have it be broken than lost. And I mean, I'm not really... Like, when I shipped my stuff back from Japan the first time, I didn't have any problems. Like, everything came relatively quickly, and it came in the condition that I sent it. But, the Postal Service has gotten significantly worse since then. And even UPS is, like, laying off a bunch of its workers. So I don't even know if it would be safe to send things through UPS right now. FedEx maybe is a little bit better, but I don't actually know. Yeah, it's sending packages internationally is always scary because it can just disappear and you'll never ever find out what happened to it. And that's definitely happened to me more than once, where I tried sending something to someone over, borders, and it just disappeared without a trace, and it never, got found. I remember I was trying to send something to someone in Chile, and, when I was at the post office and I was, like, trying to send it, they're like, oh, by the way, there's no tracking for this pack. Like, we don't offer tracking for packages going to Chile. And I was like, that's kind of weird, but whatever. And then they never got their package. So, yeah. My friend recently moved back from Japan, and she had to do a balancing act to make sure the packages arrived at the same time as her. Oh. I mean, for me, I actually sent most of my stuff, like, on the boat. Because it was, like, stuff that I didn't need right away. Like, my winter clothes and stuff. I just, like, packed that up, and I sent that on the boat. And then it actually got, like, to me, like, pretty quickly. Maybe, like, 2 months later. And so that, like, that was actually, like, not super bad. But yeah, that could be, I can definitely see how that would be a pain. Because boat shipping is not actually, like, as bad as it sounds, generally. I feel like with boat shipping, your package might, I could be wrong about this, but I feel like when you send things through, like, the boat, the slow way, like, there's less, like, less things that your package has to go through. You know, like when you send it on a plane, it's like, okay, we have to ship, we send it to the distribution center, which then sends it to the plane, which then goes through, the security or whatever, and then it gets loaded onto the plane, and then it goes, and then it gets loaded off the plane, and then it goes through customs, and then it goes, through whatever, and then it gets sent to the distribution center. Whereas with a boat, it's like, okay, here's the package. It goes from the post office, and they, you know, it goes on the boat, and then it goes off the boat. And also the slow boat has gotten a lot faster. This is true. This is true. Because I feel like with the boat, like, the worst thing that could happen is that the boat, like, explodes or capsizes and your package gets lost in the ocean. I feel like a lot more things can go wrong when something is being shipped, like, on the plane, if that makes sense. Like, there's more opportunities for it to get damaged or for it to get lost. Whereas, like, for the boat, it's like, it's on the boat. It's going to stay on the boat for, a couple months. It's not going to move. No one's going to touch it because it's on the boat. And then you're going to get it. Right? I once lived somewhere that either got by plane or boat in the ocean, truck, boat through a river, and it was really annoying to get information from the post office. Oh, God. I remember ordering things from overseas and getting shipping projections for 4 to 8 months. Oh, wow. Yeah, the boat's not bad. The boat is not bad. Ding. What is this? Dice in a cup. What game do you play with dice in a cup? Is it like that thing where you put the dice under the cup? Old dicey cup. Yeah, you put the dice under the cup and then you move the cup around to, like, shake the dice, and then you have people, like, place bets on what the number is gonna be. And Yahtzee? Is that what Yahtzee is? I don't actually know what Yahtzee is. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I genuinely don't know what Yahtzee is. All I know is that there's dice involved. The only other thing I know about Yahtzee is that's the name of the guy who did, fucking exclamation point. Which is now called something different. That I don't remember. You can play Yahtzee or the movie Dice gambling game. The movie Dice gambling game? These days I get things from Pakistan and inland China in like 3 weeks. Oh, wow. Yahtzee is basically poker with dice for kids. That's Yahtzee. Yeah, that's Yahtzee. Yeah, that Yahtzee. That's the other Yahtzee that I know of. But, like, the actual game, I don't really see what the appeal in that is, to be perfectly honest with you. Like, guessing what number a dice is. Second win. Yeah, second win. That's what it's called. That's what it's called. Like, that's like, you have to be really freaking bored if the most entertaining thing that you could think of to do is just, like, guess what number a dice rolls on. That's like some kind of, like, old Chinese man ass shit, right? You know, like, even like solitaire is more interesting than like dice and cup, right? Dice games are popular in Asia. Oh yeah, no, for sure. The point is, like many tabletop games, simply to occupy your hands and surface attention while you socialize. I guess. But like, if that's the case, then like, why not get like a fidget toy or something? Why not just like use a fucking fidget toy or a Rubik's Cube or something like that? I don't know. Learning obscure Chinese dice games so I could fit in while I flee the American century of humiliation. What was that one post that's like Chinese rap battle? And one of the guys is like, he says a line how the other guy's wife is wearing a dress made of cheese that she wore to the rat banquet. And then the abacus guy moves like one of his stones to the left. You know that post? I love that post. That post is so funny to me. Because the game contributes directly to the social interaction, good, bad, and stupid plays provide conversational openings. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense then. Okay. Yeah, because, like, with fidget toys, there's no right or wrong way to do it. So there's no, like, opportunity to, like, pass judgment onto someone. Well, no, that's not true. Let's see Paul Allen's fidget toy. Let's see Paul Allen's fidget spinner. I'll try to fit in by going to the place in China that speaks Portuguese and pretend I'm a local. It's like purposely playing into the pit, which Alex chose not to do earlier. Yeah, that was a fumble. That was a fumble on my part. What, is there like still dirt here? Yeah, fuck you, there's still dirt here. My beautiful... Oh, thank you for the follow, Prowling Dead. Thank you. My beautiful cactus painting! My beautiful gas station wall! Like someone playing Powerwash Simulator while talking to random people. Yeah, exactly! Exactly. So true. So true. Also, what the hell is that? What the hell are those? That did not look like a bird to me. That looked like a flying manta ray in the sky. That looked like a bird. Was that a UFO? Is that what that was? A UFO? That looked like a manta ray to me. But I suppose a manta ray could be a type of UFO. I feel like if you're power washing a whole building, IRL random people will try to start conversation too. $138, 27 and 92 for a regular gas. Do you guys have diesel? Look, guys, ray tracing. Actually, don't I have ray tracing turned off? Hold on. I thought, okay, well, what? Okay, no, I don't. Okay, there's no ray tracing. Okay, just kidding. That would be funny if they put ray tracing in this game. That would be like... Hold on. Yeah, this one. Like, that would be so, like, stupid. Can you imagine, like, Powerwash 2 update? We decided to put ray tracing in Powerwash 2 because no one asked for it. Danny, hello. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. That would be fucking funny. Like we made Powerwash Sim, but with realistic graphics. Uh, like what if Microsoft tried to make their own like Powerwash Sim knockoff, but instead it was like hold on. Where am I going with this? Hyper realistic power wash with ray tracing, NVIDIA frame rate generation. It would be called Powerwash Sim 10 and A-Force 11 on you. I wish this. I don't think this game supports VR, which is a shame. A VR version of Powerwash would go so hard. I saw that like someone is working on like a Roblox version of Power Wash. Almontis, hello, welcome in, welcome, welcome. Um, but you know, I don't really feel the need to do that, so I don't really see the purpose. Wait, I can pick this up? Oh, that's the gnome. I don't really see the purpose in like Power Wash on Roblox, other than the fact that like Roblox is for children who don't have money. Well, no, they do have money, but instead of choosing to spend their money, they either don't have access to Steam, which is good, they shouldn't have Steam. Well, I don't know. Would it be better for children to have access to Steam rather than Roblox? I mean, I'm not saying there's not any bad people on Steam, but like, I don't know. I don't know. Do you want your kids playing TF2? That's kind of where I'm going with this. Would you allow your children to play Team Fortress 2? I mean, I think, you know, I'd let Jimmy play Half-Life. I think I'd allow him to play Half-Life. Like you're not allowed to play Call of Duty, but you are allowed to play Half-Life. If you want to play a FPS, you're gonna play a good one. You're gonna play a good one. No, I don't care that all your friends are on Battlefield 6. Tell your friends to get on Sven. Half-Life co-op. Tell your friends to get on Half-Life co-op. I think it's harder to interact with randos on Steam than Roblox. I think so too. I think so too. My kids will play Flash games only and they will like it. Yeah. Get on Sven co-op. Exactly. Steam has some good parental controls. Yeah, I would imagine so. I mean, it seems like Steam has better parental controls than Roblox does, that's for sure. You actually worked on Sven? Really? That's crazy. Wow, that's awesome. I've played Sven before on stream, um, a while ago with my friends. It was fun. Go rage at each other with Portal 2. Yeah, exactly, exactly. It's like there's this post I saw where it was basically like it wasn't from The Onion. It was from like some other like um parody news thing. And it was basically something like teenager being raised on music that will leave her like out of touch, like chronically out of touch and ostracized by her peers or something. You know, like those parents that try to raise their kids listening to, I don't know, the Smiths or the Beatles or whatever. Probably from Hard Times. It might have been from Hard Times. I don't remember. It's kind of like how I actually like really hated music up until the point where I first heard like electronic music. And then I was like, oh, wait a minute. You're telling me that they make music that's actually good? What the fuck? Like, you're telling me that there's music that doesn't sound like shit? That's crazy. Raise your kid only by listening to Mongolian throat singing while living in the middle of nowhere, Ohio. My child will be raised on craft work. That's how I felt about VTubers until I stumbled here. Aww. I remember there was this like Reddit post about this guy who tried to like introduce his son to craft work. His son was like a toddler. And then he reported back like, "Hey, so my son only wants to listen to craft work now." Like he refuses to listen to anything else. Like if I put on any other type of music, he will just like ask me to change it to craft work. And I thought like, that's so funny. Like that totally would have been me. That totally would have been me. I also used to play this old Half-Life mod called Science and Industry. It was a PvP mod where you steal each other's scientists so you get better gear. Oh, they could be into craft cocaine. I'm raising my son on Jimmy Buffett and Michael McDonald. Oh my god. Okay, what am I missing? Oh, this entire area. Whee! He's gonna be completely out of touch. You're out of touch. I'm out of time. And I'm out of my head when you're not around. I think that's how it goes. No! Here we go. Oh, that's right. I don't know if you guys saw. Um, there was like some kind of Metal Gear concert like last week or something. Was that in London or something? I don't remember. And people were like freaking out because apparently they played Invisible by Duran Duran like as a joke at the concert, and I thought that was so funny. I need to wait for it to refill. Yeah, Stephanie Justin was there. But I know what's her name? There was not um Donna Burke. Not Donna Burke, but one of the other singers was kind of having like she was upset because people kept sending her videos of someone like singing like Snake Eater at the concert. And I don't know if it was like Stephanie Justin or if it was like Donna Burke. I don't remember. I just thought that was like a little weird. Like it seemed kind of like not like bitchy, but it made it sound like she had beef with them or something. And I was like, am I not privy to something? Like, is this like, is this like beef happening, or is this just like not really worded that well? Donna Burke came in around Peace Walker. Okay, it wasn't Donna Burke. It was why am I forgetting her name? I feel so bad. She's the one who sung Snake Eater. Um, please, why am I forgetting? I feel bad. I feel bad. hold on. Let me Google it, but first I gotta, like, clean this up. Cynthia Harrell. I think it was Cynthia Harrell. I think. Let me check. Um, let's see. Yes, it was her. It was her. Um, let's see. Let me see if I can find that post. Uh, oh, okay. So she made a post that said, please stop sending me clips of someone else singing Snake Eater at Albert Hall in London. That is all. Um, and then Stephanie Justin, I think, was the one singing it. And so she replied to someone else saying, truthfully, I was supposed to be singing it there myself, and I won't be answering any other questions about it. Good night, good evening, or good morning. So something must have happened. Something must have happened there. I don't know if this is like maybe the organizers of the Metal Gear concert like dropped the ball or they screwed her over, or maybe she has beef with Stephanie Justin. I don't really know what's happening, but it doesn't really sound like she is particularly there's tea to be had. It doesn't sound like she had a particularly good experience with perhaps whatever was going on with the Metal Gear concert thing. So I don't know what that's all about, but was she involved in Delta? I thought, didn't they have her re-record Snake Eater? Um Yeah, she came back for Delta. Yeah, because the re-recording of Snake Eater, she did a re-recording of it, and it sounded really, really good. Yeah, I mean, my guess is maybe they didn't want to pay Cynthia Harrell as much as they didn't want to pay her rate or something like that. Maybe it was like that kind of situation, or maybe they like fucked up getting her like visa for like her, performing there or something like that. I don't know. I don't know, but it definitely sounds like someone might have dropped the ball in that, like, whatever was going on there, right? Houston doesn't have a ton going on either. Yeah. Because was the Metal Gear concert, who were the organizers of the Metal Gear concert? Like, I don't think Konami was involved in any way, shape, or form. Were they? Was it like a fan thing? Or was it by the people who run MGS Con? I don't really know, like, who the organizers behind that event were. Wanted Dead. Oh, she was involved in Wanted Dead. I forgot about that game. Muse Dash couldn't elevate her career either? Wait, was Stephanie Justin in Muse Dash? When did that happen? If they were, it probably would have been worse. Damn, okay, there is a whole bunch of tea, like, that I am not privy to. I do not know the MGS Con tea. I do not know the MGS Con tea. What is the tea with MGS Con? Because, like, I've heard people like praise it. Like I know Minto has praised MGS Con, but she was also like a guest. So, of course she has to glaze MGS Con. Um, but yeah, I don't know what the tea with that is. But that's like the thing about conventions in general, is that like conventions are almost always run by volunteers. And most of the time, like volunteers don't know what they're doing, or they don't have a lot of like con planning experience. So if a con, if something like bad happens at a con, or things don't go the way they're supposed to do, like people always complain like, "Oh, this is like so unprofessional," or whatever. But it's like, yeah, there are no professionals in this operation. Everyone is doing this like, no one is doing this like, no one is a professional here. Everyone is doing this like on their own dime. Like no one's getting paid. Con is in convention, convention. Um, I don't think anything can beat DashCon. Maybe. But, and I mean, like, that's like the thing, is people are like, oh, they should be more professional. They should have people who know what they're doing. No one knows what they're doing, because there aren't really any professionals in like the land of like fan conventions, from what I understand. No one is really a professional in terms of like running fan conventions. And the people who do say they are professionals are usually people who are like looking to make a quick buck, or like scam people or whatnot. They should get people who act like they know what they're doing. You know what? That's fair. I agree with you, Emmy. They should get people who can at least act like they know what they're doing. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. They're kickstarting. Yes, the MGS cons, I do know that, is that all of the MGS cons have been crowdfunded. They have been crowdfunded. I don't know how many of them. I think there's been like at least 3 or 4, right? They don't seem to be terribly big from what I understand. But I don't know. I don't know. The biggest problem with conventions is people like always complain that like, like, oh, why are all these conventions in like Los Angeles, California, or New York, or, Chicago, or Florida, or whatever, or all these like large like metropolitan areas that are like harder to get to. But like the thing is that people actually show up to these like conventions, because that's a problem like that a lot of small conventions struggle with, is that people don't show up to them. And I mean, I am also guilty of this. I also tend to skip smaller conventions because I would rather save up and go to the big one, right? I'm also guilty of this. And so like, the cycle kind of just continues. Also because like the smaller conventions in my area are like, they're in very inconvenient places. Like I would have to drive to get there. I would have to drive to get there. Whereas like bigger conventions in general like are usually more accessible by public transportation, like whether it's to the airport, to the convention center itself, the areas surrounding the convention center, blah blah blah, right? Like if you're holding your convention in like the Staples parking lot off of like the highway, I have no way of getting there because I don't fucking drive, right? Whereas like, oh, this convention in like this city, okay, well the airport is like The airport's like 30 minutes away. They have like a train that goes to like the city center from the airport. That's relatively fast. The hotel is like, maybe like a 10-minute walk from the convention center. Like it's convenience, right? I don't have to like go do some kind of extraneous bullshit to like, you know, get to where I want to go or like to stay there, right? Why are conventions held in places with large population and established infrastructure? Yeah, it's people are like, they should hold a convention in my town in the middle of buckfuck nowhere, Ohio, because it is so cheap. It will be so cheap to do this. But like the thing is like, regardless, like it being a cheap place to hold a convention doesn't necessarily like matter, because if people like me have no way of accessing it, then you've already lost a significant portion of people who otherwise would have gone. And, let's say you do try to hold a large convention in some kind of small town. The town may not have the infrastructure to support the amount of people who would come, right? If fucking, I don't know, Anime NYC moved to, yeah, Sioux Falls, South Dakota, like, I don't know, maybe there's only like 3 hotels in that town. Maybe there's like a Hilton and I don't know, a Best Western, right? Like, maybe there's like 3 hotels in that town. And you've got people coming from like out of state for this like huge convention, and they have nowhere to stay, right? Like, use your brain. Use your brain. Think with your mind. Think with your freaking mind. Or alternatively, you could stop being a broke ass bitch and save up your fucking money to go to fucking like, what's the one in Georgia? Anime. Wait, no, it was Holiday Matsuri. That's the one in Georgia, right? I thought there was another one in Georgia, but no, no, Holiday Matsuri, was that the one in Florida? I don't know. All I know is that there's a big one in Georgia, and there's another one in Florida near Disneyland. Metrocon's in Tampa. That's not the one I'm talking about. Okay, fine. I'm gonna look this up. Yeah, Holiday Matsuri is in Orlando. Florida's largest anime convention, Holiday Matsuri in Orlando. That's the one I was thinking of. Um, the one in Georgia, Anime Weekend Atlanta, ALA. That's the other one I was thinking of, ALA. Yeah, stop being a fucking broke ass bitch and save up your money so that you can spend a fun weekend in Orlando or Atlanta. I would rather go to Orlando than Atlanta, to be perfectly honest with you. like think of it as a vacation. It's a vacation, you know? How long until Dubai starts hosting anime conventions? You know what? Let's find out. I would not be surprised if there was already one there. Or maybe not, because maybe anime is haram. I don't know. Okay, Middle East Film and Comic Con in Abu Dhabi. Okay, Abu Dhabi. Um, Middle East's biggest pop culture festival. Um, wow, they actually have a lot of like big guests here. Natalia Dyer, Emily Rudd. Hideo Ishikawa. Wow. Okay, they actually have like actual like established industry people here. Damn. Wow, they actually have a lot of sponsors too. Warner Brothers, um, Kinokuniya, awards. Damn, okay. That oil money brings in a lot of people. Oh, I bet it does. How many Instagram models did they pay them in? Um, oh, okay, animecons.com. Let me check this. Uh, Europe? Worldwide map. Okay, maybe that would be a little more helpful. Animecons.com does not seem to have any events in the Middle East. Um, they do have one in Austria and the Czech Republic. Hmm. It says there is one in the UAE called RosterCon. This website is actually Dubai. Wait, what Dubai? What's in Dubai? Middle East Film and Comic Con. That was in 2020. I do not know if there are any anime conventions in Dubai. It would not surprise me if there was. There is going to be one, considering the fucking Saudi oil barons are trying to buy like Street Fighter or Evo or whatever. Um, hmm. Can the average anime fan afford Dubai hotel prices? Okay, what is freaking dirty? Air pump, crank handle. Crank that, soldier boy. You, soldier boy, tell him. Can I crank it? Okay. Barrel crate. Number 2. Give it up for barrel crate number 2 and number 3. I think I have a new favorite map to clean. Oh. Oh. Barrel cup. The dice cup is dirty. We don't want that. Bumper guard. Barrel crate number 3. My goat. Okay. Canopy pillar. Oh, this thing? Where the hell? Oh, it's dirty right there. Gas station rear door. Okay. The floor is still dirty? Oh. First, let me see if I can clean these. Mm. Okay, now I gotta clean this friggin' door. Oh. Canopy... okay, let's work on the air conditioning unit. I don't... Oh, is that up there? Okay, I think that's up there. Mm. Just kidding. Oh. Well, okay, where... Okay, there's the AC. Okay. I just got hit with, like, a wave of exhaustion. So I think I'll clean the air filter, and then I will call it here for 2 nights. Yeah, it's been almost 4 hours. Ding, 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 ding. And I need a sweet treat. You know, my sleeping schedule has gotten fucked up again because of daylight savings being over or whatever, and it's pissing me the hell off. How has like a 1 hour difference? Like, I'm exhausted because of like a 1 hour difference. That doesn't make any sense. And like, it doesn't even make any sense for me to be tired because we gained an hour. We gained an hour. What am I tired for? I have an extra hour of sleep. That doesn't make any damn sense. Why is such a delicate ecosystem? If something gets like slightly changed, then I like, did I wake up in the middle of sleep? No, I slept all the way. Think we might get another 24-hour stream before you leave for Japan? No. I'm gonna be sleeping as much as I can before my trip. Let's see here. Who can we say hello to today? Oh yeah, wait, I gotta show you my schedule. Hold on. Okay. Tomorrow is Freaky Friday. So I'm gonna be studying on Irium again. And then, we're doing something a little bit different tomorrow. We are playing a game, but this game that I'm playing tomorrow, Mongol, is a little bit of a mystery. It's a little bit of a mystery, and we are going to be discovering this mystery together. Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, Amai is playing Voices of the Void. Why did I forget what that game was called? I'm gonna send you guys over to Amai. She's really nice. But before I go, I just want to say I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're from. And hopefully I will see you all next time. Bye bye.